Hi, my name is Austin. Welcome to Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
And here's
Uh,
where we'll cut in the music.
Am I supposed to talk now?
Yeah, you can talk now. Hey,
Damn it!
Oh,
No,
shit.
I did it
Okay.
wrong
I'm so
already.
excited.
I thought we had to
Um,
stay
oh my
quiet
God.
the whole time.
Me too.
We're podcast hosts, not listeners.
Oh,
no,
got
I
it.
got
What?
that's never happened to me before. I am my name is Corey, and are we? Oh no, Austin, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, cool.
we're good.
There was a moment where whatever you were doing to just you like hovered over something and all of our faces went away and I saw the roll 20 thing over like in our bubbles. So that's I just wanted to mention that. My name is Corey. I am playing Grant, and I have read all of the Animorphs books and fell in love with it a few years ago in adulthood, which is wild. But did that, and I've been playing D&D regularly for at least a year, so I am not the least into this stuff that I could be. Sorry, I'm nervous. All right, my turn's done. Someone else talk.
All right, Q, you want to go ahead?
Oh hey, hello everyone. Hello chat. I am
Austin,
Q.
you can see your desktop. Sorry.
What the heck's going
Oh,
on?
you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. That's very important to shout out. I am Q, like the guy from Star Trek and also James Bond's buddy. Not
We
like
also conspiracy
not like the
theorists.
DMV. Yeah, I am Q. Pronouns he him, and I am playing Reese, who is the new kid in town. He's kind of like just a loner. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to figuring out what this whole Animorphs thing is, because I've never read the books.
All right, Nate.
Oh, me next? Okay. Hi, I'm Nate. I'm going to be playing Zach. I read the Animorphs starting at book 1 when I bought it at the Scholastic Book Fair in 5th grade, 6th grade. I don't know when they came out. And I read them all. Bought them all and read them all. And then I was real sad when it was over. And I reread them all again during COVID. And they're still good.
And it's been a torrid love affair ever since.
Yes. Oh, and D&D I've been playing since 2001 when I went to college.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm old.
All right. I'm sorry right now. I'm having some issues with this stream. Alex, you want to tell them a little bit about
I
you?
would love to. Let me just really launch off with my Animorphs history, and I'm really going to try to stack the deck there because my D&D stats are sad. So I am Alex. I'm one half of Animorphs Anonymous, which is a podcast, you may have guessed, about Animorphs. I've been reading the book since I got the 14th book is where I started, but I bought that one in like first grade. And so I've been reading them for a few years now, and I've read them all multiple times, talked about them a lot. I won't stop talking about them. You can't stop me. No one can stop me. But as far as D&D goes, I have played 2 times, so I know nothing. Huzzah!
One of them with us when we tested this.
Yeah.
Was
So,
that
like,
one of the two?
That's 2.
So me and Alex are like two sides of the same coin.
Yep.
Like, I've got like a million years of D&D 5e knowledge, and she's got all of the Animorphs knowledge imaginable. So hell yeah.
Yeah, so if you like, visualize Q and I together, it's like when those people are doing the cartwheels holding each other upside down, so the legs are just constantly rolling. That's Q and I in this sort of thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
You put Q on top of Alex, it makes an 8.
Yeah, kinda. It works.
I just wanted to see what happened to Nate's face when I said that.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that's entirely accurate.
Okay, I think I got this situated now.
If you stop messing with stuff, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Austin, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, bud?
Hey, I'm Austin, and I'm going to be the GM for this game. My Animorphs knowledge. read all the books when they were coming out to the very end. I've reread probably half the series once or twice since I was a kid. And then I've definitely read the first probably 10 books or listened to them 2 or 3 times within the last few months. So that's my history with Animorphs. I watched the show as it was coming out. I know everybody hates the show. Not I don't know
Not
about hate.
everybody,
But
but like it's just not a thing apparently
it's
because
show.
like
It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nostalgic.
Eh.
I lied. I've not actually read any of the books. I just read
Yeah.
Alternamorphs one.
That's
What the fuck?
God.
Out of here! Out of here!
Get out.
As far as D&D goes, I've been playing probably close to 10 years now. For the first 2 years it was on and off, but then consistently for the last 8 weekly, probably for every week of those years. I've been podcasting most of my D&D career, so about 7 years of playing D&D. It's been on podcasts with Distractions Media, playing Dungeons and Distractions, and you guys can go check them out. The whole backlog of our whole game is out there in the podcast network for you guys to find.
it's actually where me and Austin became friends.
Yeah.
We started that podcast together.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna keep it too much longer. You guys ready?
No,
Let's dive
I think we
in.
should
Like-
reschedule.
So yeah, there is one other thing I forgot.
We're
We'll cut-
rescheduling.
We're gonna reschedule because I forgot
Okay.
something. So we have to stop
All right.
and then we'll come
good
back.
stream, everybody. See ya.
No,
Great
but
intro. Bye.
so I guess I should tell them about the game. So we are
Okay.
playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Technically,
Yes, it is modded though. So I'm calling this thing a plug and play. The classes are different, the HP is different, even leveling. So stuff is gonna sound weird, but it'll sound familiar because it is Dungeons and Dragons compatible. But they're just not taking traditional classes the way you would in Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you want to mention a couple of things that you've changed? There are some things that stand out to me as notable that are, for people who know D&D stuff, like what you did with Arcana.
So yeah, so like this is going to be set in the modern day. So Arcana is going to be like science and technologies. I think that's the only one. There are going to be you guys will find out most of the rules. It's basically everything's converted to modern day. If rule changes that need to be said come up, we'll kind of address them. Do you have anything else, Corey, that you were thinking that?
I mean, just the fact that we so you still have it on an experience kind of thing, but you have created your own classes. Like we're not as far as D&D stuff goes, most of our skills are going to match what you see in D&D, sans the technology being replacing Arcana.
Yeah.
But the classes we're going to be playing are things that we're going to buy with experience points,
Mhm.
and it's going to be things more like criminal, outcast, student, athlete, things like that you set up, instead of like, none of us are going to be a paladin, we're not going to be a wizard, we're all technically druids, I guess, but you know,
in the most
just
technical sense, maybe.
in the most technical sense.
Yeah, they just turn into animals.
But
Yeah.
just, for people who are familiar with D&D 5e, you're going to notice a lot of, it's still on the same Roll20 system, the same D20 system, I mean. And, people are going to notice those things, but we're not going to be like a barbarian or a rogue or something like that. You
Speak for
notice
yourself.
things from those, but...
I was looking at the morphing mechanics that we'll be using that Austin has written. I'm
Don't mention them.
not going into it. I was just saying, like, I was just thinking, like, it's more akin to a barbarian's rage than a druid's wild shape, that type of thing.
What's some morphing?
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Listen, we'll hit all this while we play. Can we please play
Yeah.
now?
Yep.
Can we please
I'm
play?
so stoked. I'm so excited.
Some
I
Dungeons
could
and
talk about
Dracon
it for
beams?
hours. Let's just get into it.
That was the only preamble I wanted to do. I'm sorry, Nate.
Oh, I mean, it's okay.
So I guess this is just a disclaimer. There, if you're gonna read, if you haven't ever read Animorphs and you're going to, there may be spoilers in here as far as
Sprinkled.
big
throughout.
plot hooks. But I don't know. Like you'll probably be okay.
It's an AU. Nothing
Yeah.
is the same.
Yeah.
Unless it is.
Yeah. And also, we won't be checking chat during playtime. We'll have breaks about halfway through, about 2 hours or so from now. We'll have a break and we'll check chat then and at the end.
I am going to break that real quick because someone said your mic is a bit low, Austin.
Oh, my mic's low?
Not for
Yeah,
me, but
sounds
someone in the
fine to
stream
me.
said it.
How's that? How's that?
Conservative and I guess.
Yeah, they got to catch up.
Okay.
I'll hide it when we start playing. I just
We keep-
have it open right now.
Keep disappearing.
This doesn't make anybody
Sick.
disappear. Hey, I'm gonna switch over. You guys ready?
Let's go.
We got to mute
I
for a
guess
second.
turn yourself up just a little bit more because he said still seems low, and the DM it's important to hear, in my opinion. But like I said, you sound fine to me.
Since
What's his
when?
What's the username?
Retro Games.
Kick him, ban him.
Would that be?
You can't hear me, yeah. No.
Hear this, motherfucker? We're cussing on this stream, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No way we cannot.
We
No way I
better.
cannot.
No
All
way, I
right.
cannot.
I'm gonna switch over. You guys, let's mute for a second.
Okay.
My name is Zach.
My name is Reese.
My name is Savannah.
My name is Grant. We can't tell you our last names, or where we live.
And if we do tell you anything, we're probably lying because it's way too risky.
We can't be exposed. We have to be careful.
Really careful.
Extremely careful. So we don't trust anyone.
Anyone
Anyone.
Not anyone.
at all.
Because if they find us,
If they find us,
no.
We're not going to let them find us.
We can't let them find us. What we can tell you is that we're all in really big trouble.
Yeah. Even you.
me a little bit more, but you too.
My name is Austin. Welcome to Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Waves crash on the coast of Ocean Grove. Lights gleam off the ocean, and the busy city begins to calm as the night grows later. All the fairies, except the Midnight Swan, dock their boats as the waterways that flow around the city start to clear up. To the west, a sprawl of mountains stretches out of view, and to the north, cascading off the mountains, is a beautiful temperate forest, stirring with all kinds of critters. As the clouds roll off the ocean, a crash echoes through the sky as thunder roars. Savannah, as you make your way down Seaside Boulevard, a flash of lightning illuminates your face. Alex, you want to describe Savannah for us?
I would love to. So what you see is a teenager, about 16 years old. Well, exactly 16 years old. About 5'4", pretty short kid. She has brown hair, straight shoulder length, kept up in a ponytail, green eyes, squarish face. She looks like she doesn't really get dressed up a lot. Not like, super pretty, super anything. Just dressed with jeans, jacket, normal kind of working kid, walking her dog, her adorable, adorable dog named Possum. And yeah, she's headed down the street. It's my girl.
What's Possum look like?
Possum is a mixed breed dog. He's pretty big for a dog. Probably comes up to a little bit below her hip. Brown, like maybe a boxer kind of, maybe a little bit of like a pit bull in there. Like you can't really tell. He's kind of everything. Absolutely pulled from a dumpster. Absolutely, no question about it.
Okay. So as this lightning flashes and illuminates your face, it also illuminates Possum, and he starts to bark at the lightning in the sky, and then he just takes off. So I want you to make me a strength save to see if you can hold on to this leash as Possum runs off.
Right.
Right, so that's a 6. That the leash flies out of your hand, and as the rain starts to drop down, Possum takes off. What do you do?
Chase after Possum, no question, right away.
All right, so you're chasing after him, and he just keeps running, and thunder rolls one more time, and you see Possum's approaching this gate to the entrance. It's just off the entrance to the Z Splash water park. It's set that water park's set to open next week, just in case you guys wanted to go.
Hell yeah.
And the hairs on your arm start to rise and stand up as you hear a massive crack, and the lightning strikes a nearby transformer, and all the street lights around you go out. As well as the lights inside the building. Possum squeezes through the gate and then starts to dash through the park. And as you approach the gate, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sorry, this is going to be part of my slowness is just figuring out where everything is. I
Yep,
got
that's
it.
fine. Yep.
Hey,
Nice.
14.
Nice.
Awesome.
So it's hard to hear with anything, with the rain and everything falling around you, but you do hear some muffled voices coming from the other side of the street. It's too dark for you to see anything. You also see a light moving around in one of the buildings. And as you watch Possum as he's running through the park, he goes to this building and the door's cracked. And he runs in. Do you follow?
Absolutely. There's no question. Savannah, I'm getting my dog back. My
Yeah.
dog is, I got to get my dog.
All right, yeah, you squeeze through this gate, slip through. You're just little enough. You run, and you hit the door. And we're going to cut back to you in a second. So the raindrops seem to be getting bigger and bigger and more frequent as they splash against the windshield, and the wipers vigorously jetting back and forth in an attempt to help you see. The clouds cover the moon and makes it eerily dark, but the occasional street light casting down helps you make out your view for only a second. Q, you want to go ahead and describe Reese?
Well, Reese is he's behind the wheel of his powder blue minivan of indiscriminate make and model, unless somebody wants to sponsor us. A wink. And he's wearing a red t-shirt with white text across it that says Big Zoe's Pizzeria, which is where he works. He's also wearing a black hat with a pizza logo on it, and he's got a he's like got an empty like pizza delivery bag next to him because he's heading home for the day.
So that pizza delivery bag is in the back seat because you got a friend riding with you today.
Do I? Okay, so Reese has just to describe him physically, he has He's just turned 18 like a couple months ago. He's about halfway through his senior year of high school. Um, just into his like second semester. And he is got a brown hair, brown eyes, and he's got a little bit of like thin-ish facial hair that's it's kind of shaved into a Van Dyke because that's just how it best grows in. So he just shaves his cheeks to make it look like it's intentional. And he's about 6'2", but he stands kind of hunched a little bit, so he's just at like 6 foot, because he doesn't stand up to his full height. But yeah, beyond that, you see that the hand on the wheel has a uh a watch with a gold face and a black leather wristband. The face is cracked, and the hands don't move anymore, but it still ticks. And next to that is a wristband, much like this one. It's rainbow, and it says "Love is love" all the way around it.
You're muted, Austin. There we go.
Right in the passenger seat next to you is your exercise science partner, Cameron. He has an olive skin complexion, and he has ashy light brown hair. It's pulled back in a small bun on the top of his head. And as you're driving, you hit a small pothole, and it jerks the car a little bit, and you see Cameron wince and like grab his back. The radio crackles out the sound of a news anchor. A memorial was held today for the late police chief Sierra Rose. Today, after she lost her life, fuck. I'm going to retake that because we're going to edit it into the podcast.
Go for it.
A memorial was held today for the late police chief Sierra Rose after she lost her life in the line of duty last week. Family and friends all come together to celebrate the life accomplishments of Ocean Grove's finest. The new police chief was sworn in the memorial, wasting no time and Cameron turns the radio off to talk to you. And he says, "Do you always just listen to the news?"
I'm sorry, bud. It's busted. Luckily the CD changer still works. It gets stuck sometimes, and you gotta whack it, but that's how it goes.
Well, it's okay. We're almost here anyway. The place is just up ahead on the right.
All right. And he's gonna turn on his blinker and safely make the turn.
Well, you're not there yet. He's
Not
saying
quite
it's
there
coming
yet.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, not
It's
quite
coming
there
up.
yet.
So
That
He
blinker's going to
says
be on for a hot minute.
okay.
he looks at his phone and he says, "I think the storm is messing up my phone." And you see him send a text message. And as you continue driving, a
Mhm.
bolt of lightning crashes into a building up ahead of you and sends a jolt down the power lines, and they just all go out. You see some of the street light bulbs burst into pieces as they get overloaded, and the street's completely black, only your headlights. And then, so we're going to establish something right here. I need you to roll me a flat D20.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Flat D20. Let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. That can only go well.
11. Q.
Ooh.
I want you to write down 11 anywhere that you're going to remember it. We're going to
Okay.
keep this number for the whole campaign. Anytime
Fuck.
I call
Okay.
for a van check and you roll an 11, this is what happens, which this also happens right now.
Oh.
You hear and the van starts to smoke from under the hood.
No.
Your father told you about this. He told you you can't. You gotta put water in it if you don't have any coolant. You need to keep the engine cool. You can't. It's overheated. You can't drive it for 10 minutes. Cameron looks at you. What the hell? What happened?
Look, okay, Jelly Bean tries her best, okay?
Uh, well, the park's right down there. Just get your pizza bag. We'll put it over our heads. Maybe we won't get that wet.
All right. I do have an umbrella here in the passenger pocket behind. So I take the umbrella and I hand it off to Cameron. And it's like, if you're that concerned about it, go.
All right, here. We'll
Um,
stay close. You won't get wet either.
And he's gonna hold the pizzas over his head as a makeshift umbrella.
Oh.
As Cameron has the actual.
Okay. Cameron leads you down the sidewalk as he holds the umbrella, and you guys are kind of in like a scurried hurry. Roll me a perception check.
Oh yeah.
11, just enough.
That wasn't my perception check.
Oh,
That was my 11 roll.
yeah, that's what I'm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a solid 2. That is a critical fail.
Yeah, this rain and lightning. You don't hear anything, man. You guys get to the front of the building. A sign above the entranceway says, "Welcome to Z Splash Water Park. The water slides to another dimension." And it's in the design of a speech bubble, and it's coming from the water park's mascot, a beady-eyed green alien with a big head.
Love it.
So that's the main entrance. Cameron leads you off to the side where there's a tree branches that hang over the wall. And he says, "Come on, this is how we get in." And he starts to climb, and you see him wince a little bit, but pull himself up and over. What do you do?
Cameron, I keep telling you that you need to get that like muscle spasm checked out, bud.
No, they got. That's what I'm here for. Pain relief.
Uh,
Come on. He jumps
that
down.
seems ominous. Shit. Okay, fuck. And he's gonna like take the pizzas and kind of hand them up while he's sitting on the top of the wall. And then it's like,
Cameron grabs him from the other side.
and he's gonna hop up and start muscling himself over. And this is the first time I've ever broken into anywhere. Are you sure like the cops aren't gonna get us or something?
No, nobody's here except the people we're supposed to meet. And at that,
Shit. Okay.
at that, Grant. After many takes, this might be the right one. You look up and see through the glass roof. Zach's at the top of the slide, and he's getting ready to attempt to go down one more time. And as you look up at the night sky and the moon and the rain hits the glass ceiling, what do they see when we see Grant?
Grant has Zach's phone in his hand. He is. I've got cover over me right now. Yes.
Yeah, there's a ceiling, a glass ceiling.
Cool. I wanted to make sure. I definitely have a cigarette in my mouth and I'm just smoking. Grant has spiked black hair, just kind of disheveled. He just kind of puts product in it and lets it go wild. He's got a denim vest with patches like soup for my family and Black Flag, Anti-Flag, just a bunch of different punk bands all over it. He's smoking and he mutters to himself, "Get it right this time, Zach." As he is pointing the camera towards Zach.
And Zach, you hear the thunderclap from outside, loud enough to shake the windows in the ceiling above you, or the ceiling above you.
Okay.
This slide is about 50 feet off the ground, and it turns, it twists, it spills out of the building and opens up and comes back into the building. And then at the end, it leads into an indoor pool. At this point, the only water flowing through the side is the raindrops that are coming off where it's open on the outside. This is going to make for an amazing trick, and it could be the next video you need on your TikTok or Instagram for you to be in the spotlight as you contemplate what you're going to do next. Nate, what Zach look like?
Currently, Zach is on a skateboard, like standing on it with the back up on the top of something so that he's about to go down. So he's balancing. He's crouched down low. He's a tall kid. He's skinny. You notice that he's got like sandy brown hair that's like bleached from the sun. It's definitely like curly, like it's in a perm or something. He's by everything you can tell by looking at him, he's designed to be on the internet. He's made himself look like all the popular kids on TikTok and Instagram. He's got a TikTok, he's got an Instagram that are fairly popular. Most people in school at least know about it. A lot of them follow him. And he just does skate tricks. And this new water park opening is like he's been trying to get in here, and is actually really happy that there's rain and lightning, because he's like, that's going to make a really cool backdrop for this video. Unfortunately, judging by what Grant was saying, he's probably been fucking this up. It has not done very well, but he's going to get it right this time.
All right. So you're standing at the top of this slide. What do you do?
I guess it's time to drop in.
All right. You
I need
drop
to roll
in.
something.
Yep. Give me your skateboarding check.
Skateboard check. Okay.
Is that a dex roll?
Fucking 7.
He's got 7.
Can I get advantage?
I'll say you've done this a lot.
Yes.
It's not your first time. You've went over it in your head, and yes.
Okay. In that
So
case,
you-
it's a 19.
19. So
A
you
lot
drop
better.
in. You drop in on this slide. Grant, as you shuffle around the pool trying to catch all the angles, you find yourself at the exit of the slide as he shoots down, and you see him outside. The slide opens up, and there's water that just, as he comes around the turn, his skateboard splashes it up and out, and that's the perfect angle. You get it with the phone, and he goes back into one of the tunnels. You get to the exit. Give me a perception check.
Grant or me?
Grant.
Okay.
Perception. That's a 15.
A 15. As you're filming, we'll say I'm gonna move you guys to a map real quick, actually.
Maps?
Oh,
Oh,
In
map.
the
D&D?
maps! Oh,
It's
Oh,
a
I
map.
got-
It's
like-
a map.
I'm just sitting over here, like, just so enamored and so psyched. Like, I love hearing about all of your characters and stuff. This is, I'm so excited.
Very excited as well. Glad we're here.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna place Grant. Did that place him? No.
It looks so good.
Why is it not doing this? Grant, go play. Do you want to play or not, Grant? Get on the field.
It's on you, man.
This is your fault.
This is bullshit.
Come on, why won't it do it? Will it let you drag it? There we go.
I was gonna say, are you on the right layer, my guy? Okay.
And Zach, you are coming down the slide. Now I won't play Zach. There we go.
There he is.
So with your perception check, you notice a dog rush into this room with the cracked door, and he is soaking wet. Oh, wait, no. First, the lightning crashes as Zach moves into the closed tunnel, and all the lights go out. But you notice with the flash of the lightning, the dog run in, and he's going to be jumping right in Zach's way. He looks like he's going to the bottom of the slide. Since you pass, you can take one action before he does.
How far away is everyone?
Let me place Possum in here for you.
By the way, just for the chat, all of our character art for the teens was drawn by our very own Alex playing Savannah. It's beautiful.
Thanks, Alex. You're wonderful for that.
Not for anything else, though. Just
No.
that. I don't want credit for anything else.
Only that.
Only that.
So Possum is close by me.
Yeah, he's running past you as he's about to jump to the bottom of this slide where Zach's zooming down.
I would like to. How big of a dog is Possum?
He comes to about your hip. Pretty big, yeah.
Pretty big. It's probably like 60, 70 pounds, somewhere in there.
Excellent. Then I'm not really worried about hurting him. Grant sees that dog is going to likely get hurt, likely hurt Zach if he goes for this. Grant is going to try and swoop in and grab this dog. I'm kind of tackle's not the right word. I'm more trying to like bear hug him in place.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll. It's going to be contested against his.
That's
See
what
if
I
you
was
can
worried
grab him.
about. Sorry, Zach. Let's see.
Not bad.
I have a -1, but that's a 15.
Hell yeah.
And he has a 14.
Yes.
So Possum jumps towards the bottom of the slide, and you manage to like grab him by the collar and wrap around him and hold him to the ground as you fall, and Savannah enters.
He
to the
is
bottom.
not. I want to paint the scene here. I am on top of him and kind of have my arm around him, and I'm holding him there. I am not putting a lot of pressure, but it probably doesn't look great to Savannah.
Savannah, yeah, you walk in and you see as another lightning crack flashes in these like the backup generator lights come on. You see Grant holding down Possum.
Yeah, well, Savannah's immediately going to react and be like, dude, let go of my dog. What are you doing?
Let go. Your fucking dog almost hurt my friend. Get your fucking dog.
Zach,
What are you guys even doing in here?
Zach
What
flies
are
out
you
of
doing
the
in here?
Zach flies out of the bottom of the slide, sticking the landing into the pool. But guess what? Grant's not filming. He's holding the dog down.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the board as soon as I see that and be like, bro, did you fucking get it? Whose dog is that?
Yeah, the fucking dog almost took you out. No, I didn't get it. This dog almost ran into you. I was a little bit more worried about you running into the dog than getting the shot. We're gonna have to do it again. I'm sorry.
Will I know Possum if I already know Savannah?
Yeah, you know Possum.
Okay, so that's, I guess that's about the point. Then I recognize the dog and I would look around and I'd be like, oh, hey, Van.
Oh, hey. I see that your friend is messing with my dog for no reason.
Okay, well,
Grant flips Savannah off.
Possum almost got creamed by me on a skateboard, so
I'm sure you would have been fine.
well, I wouldn't have been.
Well,
I would have hit a dog and then tumbled into a pool.
You gonna come get your dog? Or am I just gonna hold him here?
no, Savannah's absolutely walking over to grab her dog back. Yeah.
So at about that time, everybody give me another perception check.
So all those windows are popping up on the stream, Austin.
Oh,
I don't know who these people are, but I can see them.
oops. We're gonna have to fix that.
Sure. Just move it.
Does everyone include me as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to pop these things out real quick.
We got Grant got a 14, Alex got a 16, I got a 15.
Oh,
Not
I'm supposed to
bad.
roll something? What am I rolling?
Yeah, perception.
Perception.
Shit. Okay.
We're a group of perceptive people.
Don't worry.
Except Zach.
It's like I didn't roll at all.
Zach
got a whole one. Zach
It
is
would have
right
been
now
better
just
if you didn't roll.
blind with fury that really rad video didn't get filmed.
You did it fucking perfect, and you didn't get the shot.
Yeah, you're kind of fuming over that. Everybody else, though, you guys hear. So you do hear a clash of a skateboard cue. Well, you hear a clash of wheels hitting a tiled kind of sound. That's what you hear.
The
with
clatter of something
Noise.
hitting tile and yeah, and
The
then a
clatter of
splash
noise,
of it
yeah.
landing in the pool or whatever.
There's no.
Um,
Oh no, there's no water in the pool. There's,
No. Oh, sick, right on.
uh,
So,
but
eh,
as you're walking into the building,
Mm-hmm.
you hear that, and Cameron looks up, and the rest of you all that are in the room except Zach here, we should be in and out, man. Don't worry about it. And the sound's coming from the doors to the north on the map. Up here.
So Zach is busy trying to climb out of the pool on the other side. I guess that's a diving board or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's over by the diving board trying to climb out, which is why he doesn't see shit.
All right. So yeah, Zach, you start to climb out, and Cameron opens these doors, Reese, and you guys walk into this empty water park and see the rest of the people around the pool. What do you guys do?
Alright.
You're in an empty water park.
So
Where
I'm
is-
I'm
where's the
holding these
reset?
pizzas.
What's that?
I said, "Where's a reset?" Other.
He's
Okay.
coming. He's
There's
coming.
Cameron. Sorry. Go ahead, Q.
So Reese is just holding these pizzas and it's like sees like these other people around, like in the pool, around the pool, all that kind of nonsense, and then it's just like, delivery.
Cameron kind of taps you on the back. Yeah. And he laughs and he says, "Hey, Grant."
Hey, Cameron. You okay there, man? You look a little hurt. I told you I could have just swung by your place.
That's okay. Q was driving me home anyway. And he-
Who?
All right, man. I mean, whenever you're ready, I got it for you.
Who the fuck is Q?
Reese was driving me, and yeah, he walks. He says he looks at you and Q and fuck. He looks at you, Reese, taps you on the back, and starts to make his way over towards Grant.
And I mean, Reese will kind of like sheepishly follow behind. A couple feet back, he's still just holding the pizzas, and he doesn't know what they're doing here. Cameron's already paid for the pizzas and stuff, so like, he's just like, man, I'm just trying to make my delivery and go home. This is my last delivery. Like,
If you guys are hungry, have some pizza. Figure we could watch Zach do his thing.
yeah, I 2 large pies, 1 pepperoni, 1 cheese.
And yeah, I won't say no to
Oh,
some. We are gonna have to wait for Zach to do his thing though, because someone fucked up the shot.
It wasn't my fault, and you tackled my dog. I don't even know if you hurt Possum.
Possum, meanwhile, is probably fine.
He's up. He scratches his ear, looks down to lick, but looks back up at Savannah. He knows he's been told not to, so he just sits.
Zach is probably playing with Possum, actually.
Yeah, he'll play with you.
Yeah, I'm doing like wrestling. Do I now know there's pizza there?
Yeah.
Or am I still completely oblivious?
Okay. After they start talking, yeah, you notice them.
So Zach has a brilliant idea that he's going to do the same exact thing he just did, but holding a pizza, like a piece of pizza, like eating a pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, like the ocean spray guy, only with pizza.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, like I can, you know, see you kind of gearing up to do a thing here. You know, it might be pretty cool. And you mentioned that he keeps fucking up the shot. Might be kind of cool if you selfie style. I don't know. Just a thought.
With the phone in one hand and pizza in one hand. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I can here, and Zach gives you, or damn it, Grant gives Zach his phone back, and Grant pulls out his own phone. And he goes, "I'll record it on mine. You record it on yours. I can send you the footage. You know, use whichever one's best."
Fucking smart.
Or cut it together. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Zach is going to try to
Can
climb
we go? Sorry.
up the thing with a slice of pizza in one hand and do the whole thing again, like we just said.
Grant's also going to look over and he's going to say, "That was a good idea. Reese, right? You work in the library."
Yeah.
So Cameron looks over at Savannah and then looks at Possum and like kind of gestures with a piece of pizza towards Possum. Like, can I give this to him?
Oh yeah, Savannah's absolutely. She's like, you can have pizza.
He tosses it up. Possum catches it out of the air, and then he grabs another slice and grabs Reese by the shoulder and kind of pushes him into one of the lawn chairs that's out by this pool. And he sits down and starts eating the pizza and watches Zach is making his way towards the steps.
I also want to say that when Savannah gives the okay to give Possum the pizza, Grant kind of just shakes his head and he goes, "Irresponsible pet owners."
Yeah, there's garlic in the sauce. And you gotta worry about garlic toxicity for dogs.
Yeah, man, he knows.
So Savannah's not
I-
going to say shit to you, but she is absolutely seething with rage at Grant. And just know, Reese, that when you came to his defense, you absolutely are now catching some of this fucking ire from her.
I mean,
Feel
like,
it radiated.
mm,
We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
We're all going to be best friends.
shit. Okay.
Cameron says, well, I'm not taking it back. He'll bite me. I don't.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's 70 pounds. He can handle one slice of pizza just fine, thanks.
right.
I will say that as Grant is setting up his phone for the shot, he noticed that Cameron didn't look so great. He pulls something out of pocket that he's got in his denim vest, has a baggie full of some green plant, and tosses it to Cameron. Just hit me up after, man. I know you're good for it.
Hey, thanks. And you see him right there. He starts to do some stuff. He pulls some stuff out of his bag. But everybody give me perception checks as this is happening. And Zach, as you're going up, you're on the steps, a little closer to the ceiling. You can have advantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. Not great.
I got a 3, but a 13 also.
13. Savannah, was
Oh,
that
like
yours?
dog shit
A
today.
22?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Savannah saw everything.
Savannah, as you're seething and you just kind of just done with them, kind of look up and you see through the glass ceiling the thunder and lightning clash again in the air. And then you see a red tint in the clouds as this happens, kind of like an explosion. And then you notice something shoot out from the dark foggy sky and start to plummet towards the ground. And as it falls, you see twin twirling blue lights flicker, and it seems to catch itself, and then it scoots across the sky. And then as it begins to slow, you can tell that it's coming towards you in the water park.
I got a 16. Did I see this?
This is just for whoever had the highest.
Oh, okay, cool.
Guys, I really don't think we should be here because, the slides aren't designed for skateboards, and I know that
You gonna
insurance
report
for this
us,
place,
Mark?
no,
Don't worry about it,
I'm not a
man.
narc. You're a narc.
It's
Okay. And
Grant looks at himself, looks at you, does this, and goes, "I'm a narc." All right, and he
Yeah,
just
you know
lights
what?
up another
You know what?
cigarette.
You know
I
what?
think
You're
this-
not a narc. You're a poser.
All right.
Jesus, them's fighting words.
No, Grant just kind of nods and he's like, "All right."
I think at this point, Savannah is she's not going to say anything to them, but she's going to kind of walk past them to go try and get a better view of this. And she's just kind of going to be going like under her breath, like,
I will say with your 16, Grant, you do notice Savannah gazing up towards the sky and moving towards.
Don't give a shit. Anything to get her away from me.
All right, Zach, as you approach the top of the slide, you're getting ready again, and then you don't even need a perception check now because you're hearing some noise. You're hearing like and like a rumbling a little bit of maybe it sounds a little bit like a jet engine. And as you look up, you see this object coming towards you guys as well. It looks like it's coming towards the water park.
I guess I've already got my phone out. Does it look like some kind of aircraft?
Yeah. Now that you're taking a closer look at it and it's getting closer, um,
Okay.
you
I'm
you
gonna
notice.
start recording it.
Okay, sounds good. As you pull your phone out and you hit record, you do notice there's something going on with your phone. It cuts out. There's like the lines that go through it as it scrambles. But in between those, you are getting video
Okay.
of the ship.
I am recording in the TikTok app though, because I didn't exit, so I'm only gonna get a minute of footage.
Okay. Uh, and
Oh no,
and
3 minutes. I've got 3 minute now. I've got the 3 minute videos.
Sick.
so as the object gets closer, you see it's about as long as a school bus. You're noticing this too, Savannah, as you're gazing up at it. Actually, let me give Cameron a roll. You guys see a sheet, right? I'm sure you can.
Cameron's too busy scratching his back and getting high.
Yeah, he's got his head down in the bag. But when you say the poser line to Grant, he looks over at you and he like does this, like cut the neck motion. Don't mess with that guy. Uh, and so Savannah and Zach, what you guys see as this ship gets bigger, the front of it is almost like an egg-shaped pod, and extending out from the back of it is a long, narrow shaft. Attached to the shaft are two crooked, stubby wings. But is that the wrong one? Oh no, it isn't. At the end of the wings are tubes that the light blue glow comes from. At first glance, the ship might look harmless, even cute, but the end of this object curls up and it extends forward and ends in a point that's as sharp as a needle. And as it gets closer, you guys notice the smoke coming off of it. And then you all notice and hear this sound. It's a big explosion. You guys, Zach and Savannah, see it on the explosion happen on the ship, and it begins to plummet towards the building you guys are in. What do you guys do?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm gonna get on the board and ride down like as fast as I can. I'm not doing tricks. I'm just trying to get down.
All
Do
right,
you
yeah.
say anything about this to anyone
Uh,
else? Do you say anything about it
I'm
out
screaming. I'm just screaming. Probably not
loud?
words.
Okay.
Just,
That's helpful.
yeah.
As
What?
honest,
What?
no, honestly, as he's doing this, Grant's like, dude, I'm not ready with the shot yet. What the fuck?
Yeah, and
I'm
Savannah's
just
just
screaming, yeah.
bolting. Savannah's just bolting towards like the nearest exit. Like she's like, I gotta get it. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right. Zach, you're zoom coming down the slide. You shoot out. Just as you shoot out, Savannah jumps over the slide and keeps running past you towards the door she came in.
So at the bottom of the slide, I'm gonna like turn the board sideways and like stop so I can just
Yeah.
get out. I'm just trying to get out.
Yep. And the rest of you notice Savannah and Zach start to run. Possum's following behind you. You guys notice this big explosion, and now you guys see the ship falling towards you guys.
I'm absolutely following Savannah toward the exit, and I'm gonna help up Zach on his way by because, I'm gonna help up Zach on his way by.
That
'cause-
couldn't fall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zach didn't
okay.
fall.
I
Cameron's
thought
sitting
he
down.
he like squeaked to a stop. So
He
I
hockey
figured I was-
stopped the board.
Yeah. Word,
Yeah, that's it.
gotcha.
Hockey stop.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna fucking bolt.
Yeah, now that I've noticed, I'm also going to bolt. I am going to run by. Have I noticed if Cameron noticed?
Yeah, when that explosion happened, he looked up too, and he like got up out of the seat and started to. He started to grab his stuff, but then he just left it and started making his way too.
So
Okay,
is
yeah.
everyone running in the same direction?
I assumed that everybody was.
I'm
It's
gonna
kinda-
look.
yeah.
I'm looking around. I'm trying to be aware of where everyone's at, and like if Possum is running the wrong way, I know I'm the fastest because I'm on a skateboard, so I'll go back and get Possum.
Possum is absolutely, because we are all running like kind of together. Possum thinks this is the best game of all time and is like
Yeah,
just
okay.
running with us like fuck yeah.
That checks out.
This can be your all's marching order. Is that cool? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones
Yeah.
that look on top of the slide or under the slide. But yeah, as you guys are running, there's not enough time to get to the door. this ship crashes into the top of the building, sending the glass ceiling sprawling into the pool and into you guys, crushing part of the walls and just generally bringing this this building down.
Is that
Everybody,
still on camera for me? Like, am I
yeah, you're still
Okay.
within the first minute.
cool?
Yeah. Uh, this crashes.
As the glass shatters, just for Reese, he's gonna instinctually turn around and try to cover Savannah.
Okay.
She's
Give me
on top. She's gonna try to grab Possum. Like we're kind of like doing the same thing.
daisy chain of coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as this comes in, you jump to kind of shield Savannah. Savannah, you try to shield Possum. You guys go to the ground. Everybody, give me dexterity saves.
Should I have any proficiencies on any of my saving throws?
I think you get to pick one because
Okay.
of your. I think it was the student. Let me look real quick.
I do not either.
Does anybody have any save proficiencies?
I do not.
Then maybe I don't. Maybe you don't get them.
You
Okay.
said Dex?
Dex save, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
shit.
10, 14, 15, 20. Nice.
I know that. Is it 10 recent? Oh, it is. Okay, sorry.
No.
That was from the last thing.
Oh yeah, I had the 10 that time.
The DC was 15.
Hell yeah.
So Reese and Savannah take 5 damage. Grant, Zach, and Cameron. Cameron, you trying to get out of this? You silly.
Yells the DM at his own NPC.
We're an hour in, Austin's already fucking losing it.
Ooh,
Oh, he's fine.
he dodges out of the way.
He might be hurt, but Cameron Dexterous is a motherfucker.
Yeah, Zach,
Like he's hiding behind the slide.
Cameron, and Grant each take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna switch the map again. I don't know what that looks like for the stream yet.
Oh snap, dude! Oh snap! Oh snap! We're getting a map switch already.
And
See all the maps.
These are our current hit
Oh
point
shit.
in our character sheet, right?
Yeah, current hit points go down by either 5 or 2, depending. Oh shit, dude!
That's a busted ass fucking map.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I meant the
Yeah,
On the-
not your map.
it's debris.
So again, Austin, there's a pyramid or something on the one on the stream.
pyramid.
Yeah.
We have the on the stream, unfortunately, and this is not great for players. We have things that you have hidden.
Yep. I'm panicking now.
Oh, it's a blade. Oh,
Get out of here.
shut up. Sorry.
Stop the stream.
We'll go to
Cancel
that.
the stream. Game
We'll go to that
over.
map in a second. Okay?
All right.
We'll figure it out later, but it might be good for you to have an extra Roll20 thing as a player so that you can have something else showing.
All right. So you guys are
that might be
on the main city map right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we see.
Okay, good. Let me get back to this. Exit out of this. I don't need that. Should have exited out of all these things. Damn it! I just exited out of the stream. I'm not worried about it. I'll trust you guys to watch it for right now.
Yep.
What's that? You guys took some damage. So yeah, this ship crashes into the building, collapses it, and the engines are roaring and they stop glowing. You guys are all prone. What do you do?
Stand up.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Help up Grant.
Grant,
Whoever was closest to me, I don't remember.
Grant appreciates that, and yeah, Grant stands up and he's like, "What the, Zach? What the fuck?"
I don't know, but I'm gonna go viral.
Yeah.
This shit's going on YouTube, and I'm like zooming in on the ship, whatever it is.
You pick your phone back up.
As
and-
Grant starts to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
yeah, he also pulls out his phone to start recording. He's like, "That's a good idea."
You guys pick your phones up, and they're just on the fucking fritz. Like, you can't get any recordings now, and
Fuck.
you can't even text message.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Grant looks down and goes, "What the fuck?"
Are you and your dog okay?
I think so. Are you okay?
I think I've got some glass in my back, but it's fine.
Oh,
Some light glass.
do you want me to look at it?
Let's get out of here first. I think I'm in shock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a plan. That's a plan.
Yeah.
Is Cameron okay and nearby?
Nobody cares.
Cameron fell into the pool, and you
fuck.
know he dodged all of the debris coming down because of that.
Okay, so as soon as I realize the phone doesn't work, I'm shoving it back in the pocket and fuck whatever. And I'm gonna jump down in the pool and try to help Cameron out.
Yeah, you help him up, and he stands up. And Savannah, give me a perception check real quick.
17.
Nice.
17. As you and Reese are talking about this, and he turns around to push himself up, you see a shard of glass sticking out of his back.
Ooh.
Out of whose?
Reese's.
Yeah.
Like a big piece of glass just jammed into my back.
Yeah.
It's like
Some might call it Reese's Pieces.
I wasn't gonna.
it's like okay guys, so I think game plan is that we need to get out of here, or so he's completely not acknowledging that there might be something still wrong. He is totally in shock.
Yeah, Reese is rambling. Grant is not listening
Yeah,
to him.
okay.
He saw that Cameron was in the pool. He's waiting for Zach to like. He's
Yeah,
waiting
so-
to help him out as Grant helps him up, or as Zach helps him up.
Yeah, and Savannah's going to observe that piece of glass and just try to absolutely not acknowledge it because she knows we are not going to want to remove it, and that if she says anything, he might just go for it. So she's just going to be like, "It's fine, it's fine."
Eyes just like go from him to like float down to it and then shoot back up. Like I can't quit looking at it. Like
Yeah.
So how deep is the pool here where Cameron and I are?
It's pretty deep because I'll say it shallows out towards the end so you can get out. There are ladders, but we'll say the ladders got took out by the rubble. So it's about, we'll say 5 to 6 feet down.
Okay.
So as you like get down in there and lift them up, you guys are starting to reach up and pull yourself up. Grant grabs Cameron's hand, and as you're pulling him up, Grant, the smoke and all the fog from the debris is starting to clear, and you see a light coming from the ship. And then you guys all notice this light. Static electricity is filling the room as you guys are watching, because you guys notice Savannah's ponytail is starting to stand a little bit and flow out, like stick up, as well as Reese's hair.
Reese's
Grant, yours,
mustache.
yeah, everybody's everybody's body hair and on their arms and everything is starting to come up and stick up. And as the smoke clears, you can make out the silhouette of the object. You hear the sound of pressure release, and this crescent-shaped panel opens from where the egg is, and it keeps opening until it's a full circle. A ramp then extends out from it to the ground on the outside of the pool. So like the ramp extends out to where the base of the pool, like where you would jump in, is. And now the open circle is a bright light, and a new silhouette. The silhouette enters the light. There's no sound, but all of you guys hear inside your head, "Please do not be frightened."
What the fuck? Fucking aliens, man. We gotta go. We
That's
gotta
not how
go.
that works. We're definitely still frightened. That is not how that works.
We just gotta leave. We gotta go.
Reese just yells, "That is
I
such a bad opener!"
I think Zach is panicking and not able to climb. Like he can't get his head together. So he's just fucking like he forgot how limbs work or something.
Like a cat that fell into a
Just his
bathtub.
arm down and
Just
like
that.
does this on Zach as he's scrambling and freaking out, like, come on, man, we gotta go.
And Cameron's like looking back, like, what the hell? And like he stumbles back down as like Zach's scrambling, he's scrambling, you're scrambling, and everybody is about to start running. All of you guys give me charisma saving throws.
I got a -1 in that.
Yeah, same. So that's a 4. No, wait.
What the fuck?
12. Zach's
I got
the 4.
I got a fucking nat 1. I got a +3 to charisma.
So
Got a
That's
+2
so
and an
sick, dude.
18.
Fuck.
Grant, you're the only one that doesn't feel this. Well, let me. I'll get back to it. All the rest of you guys, you're all frightened a little bit from this, but your emotions start to calm. You start to feel better. You get like a warm feeling in your body. And it feels not normal, but it feels okay. If that makes sense. Like
Reese
maybe
was
this,
already feeling this way. He's in shock. We've established. Just infinite calm. Like, this is fine.
you see everybody, Grant. They all just kind of have a sigh of relief a little bit, and they're just in awe now. And it's not like this feeling you're getting is erasing the fear completely. You know that this thing just crashed. You guys mentioned aliens. That's still weird to you, but it feels okay. If that makes sense.
Noticing that everyone else is chilled out and he's not, Grant's just looking around. He's like, fuck. And he just pulls out another cigarette and lights it. He's like,
The figure steps out onto the platform, and more of the smoke and debris start to clear. Not the debris, but the smoke from the debris. The creature has a head and shoulders and arms more or less where they should be. Though his skin is a pale shade of blue. And below that, the creature has fur, a mix of blue and tan skin, or a mix of blue and tan fur that covers its four-legged body, that looks kind of like a deer body or maybe a small horse. And he takes another step down the ramp, and he says, I've not come here to hurt you. And then you can make out his facial features. The first thing that you notice is that he doesn't have a mouth. He just has 3 vertical slits in the middle where his nose should be, or where his nose would be. The eyes are where they should be, but they glitter green and are deep and wide and filled with emotion. And they're unlike any kind of eyes you've ever seen before. They seem to offer the comfort, and as you notice his eyes, that's kind of what makes you get that feeling of calmness. But even more shocking are his other eyes. On the top of the creature's head, he has 2 shorter limbs that end with a glittering green eye in each of them, and they seem to move around as he looks. The creature takes another step, and his tail comes out of the ship, and it's thick and it's powerful looking. And on the end is a wickedly curved, very sharp looking blade, reminiscent of the object that fell in the sky, the one he just came out of. And as you guys take all this in, even you now, Grant, you're getting filled with some sense of emotions. There's a sense of happiness at what you're seeing, but that's not the most prominent thing. You guys also are starting to feel a sense of purpose. But even that is overshadowed by the sorrow you feel, and an impending dread is hanging in the pit of your stomach. You now notice that your eyes are beginning to get glossy. This creature and this alien, you've never seen anything like it before, but it feels like an old friend that you haven't seen in a long, long time, and they're finally back. And as the alien takes another step down this ramp, it staggers and falls through the rubble into the pool beside the ship. The rubble heap that he fell down collapses, and some of the rocks fall on his legs, and he's knocked down into the empty pool. What do you guys do?
Grant, who, had just lit up a cigarette and was like desperately trying to get other people out of this pool, seeing this, goes, "Whoa, whoa!" And he immediately jumps in the pool, runs over and tries to help him up. He's like, Are you okay?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Savannah's gonna follow Grant down there as well and just start seeing if she can see anything she can help with, injuries or anything.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, I think the
Jump
centaur's
in as
hurt.
well.
Yeah, I think the centaur's hurt, man.
I think he's
Yeah.
hurt bad.
As you three run towards Q, what does Reese do? Does he hop in the pool too, or
Reese is just trying to like. First, he wants to clock where Cameron is, just like.
Cameron's in the pool and he was staring? He was down there with Grant and Zach as
Mhm.
they were, or no, he was down there with Zach as they were trying to help him up, and they were
Mm.
just staring as all this happened. And as he notices those three run over there, he'll start to make his way over there, but a little slower.
Okay. Reese wants to. Reese wants to collect the like grab the pizza bag, throw his umbrella into it so he doesn't leave any of his stuff behind, and he's just gonna hug it to his chest and like kind of slide into the pool.
Okay. Cameron will look back and wait for you to catch up to him before he walks the rest of the way. So Grant, Savannah, you guys get there. Zach right behind him. And his main eyes as this alien turns towards you. His main eyes meet with your eyes, and his stalk eyes are looking up towards the broken ceiling and building. What do you guys do?
I would like to. We
Wanna try
had
to
both.
move oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say we had both mentioned it, so I'm gonna kind of try to lock eyes with Savannah, and say we should check him out if we can, and I want to do a medicine check.
Okay, so what you guys can do is you can each give me a medicine check as you look over him, or one of you guys can aid the other, and you can have advantage. What's up, Q?
I was just gonna say I've got a +3 to medicine.
Okay.
5.
I was
we're
gonna
at
say
9.
I would think that okay, and I was I think we've established before that not here, but I'm telling everyone. Savannah and Grant have had some interaction before, and I know that she's kind of an animal nut, so Grant's gonna look over and be like, "You know animals a little bit more. Do you think you can help? I know a little bit about first aid. I can help a little bit, but I think you should probably lead this."
Yeah, and Savannah's gonna be so focused, she's not gonna even try to do anything with Grant. She's gonna be like, yeah, absolutely. Let's check this guy out.
So
Zach is gonna know that there may be a reason that it's not okay to, but I'm gonna ask Van, is it okay for me to move some of these stones, like the rocks that fell on him?
And I think she's gonna say, yeah, just steer clear of the main body portions for now. Try like the legs, the tail, things that are
Okay.
healable.
Okay. Zach's moving rocks then.
right, so Savannah, give me a medicine check with advantage for Grant helping you.
Oof.
Oh, 11.
Oof.
And Zach, give me a you can give me an athletics check with advantage because as you're moving these rocks, Cameron comes over and starts to help you as him and Reese are out. So with advantage, you
Glad I got advantage.
so
12.
We're all real
It's
shaken
an
up.
alien. It is an alien too.
yeah.
These aren't alien rocks.
Well, okay, well that's on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron, you go to pick one up, and Cameron tries to help you, and he slips in it. Well, no, he helps you. So you try to pick it up, and you're gonna drop it, and he helps you lift it up a little bit. You guys start to move some of these rocks, the smaller ones that you can get off this andalite, off this alien, and Savannah, as you're looking over, you notice there's burns all over his body, and they're deep. The outside of the skin is charred, the inside like of the wound is all fleshy and gross and pussy. He does have gashes in his back, and you notice one of his arms is dislocated. He has one broke leg because of those rocks, and yeah, he's in pretty bad shape. You don't know any way to heal him or to get him up right now. You can probably stitch up this wound, but that one you don't have anything here that you can do it with.
And I think Savannah's probably going to be looking all this over, and she's just going to kind of be looking at him, and like normally when she's doing anything with animals, she's just kind of chit-chatting like they're people, and she's just going to be like, "What happened here, buddy?"
His focus changes to you, and his main eyes are on you, and he says, "I'm dying. There was a battle in space. Your planet is in danger."
I mean, yeah, we know about the ozone, man.
The ozone. And he his eyes kind of like look up, and you see him, the eyes, he smiles with them. It's weird, but you notice his eyes, they just give you the sense that he's smiling with them. And a joke is what he says in your head. And then he says, but unfortunately, I'm not talking about the ozone. I'm talking about Yeerks. And he looks at all you.
Who is
What's it-
that?
What does that mean?
What?
A Yeerk. They're a species that my species has been at war with. They're small, gray, slimy beings, and in their normal state, they're mostly helpless, blind, immobile. But if they can infest another being, another creature, they can take over its body. And that creature is called a controller.
Reese just keeps tightening up and just his grip on the bag, hugging it like a teddy bear, just like, and eyes just keep going wider and wider, just as he's saying these things. Just
He his main eyes focus on you, and he says, you're right to be frightened of them.
You said
Huh?
they infest, like, what? They're a worm, that's stomach bugs? What are you talking about?
They infest a host through the ear. They slide in through the ear canal, wrap themselves around the brain, and take control of the creature that they have infested.
This can't be that big a problem. Slugs aren't exactly fast or strong. How
They're
are they?
squishy.
Yeah.
They have already
Here?
in the yes, the ear. They have already taken other bodies. They're more powerful now.
They're
Oh,
human
okay.
bodies?
Fortunately, he nods. They are already here. Some of them have taken human bodies and other species of aliens. If they get into your head, they can siphon through all of your memories, bring back memories that you can't even access. They can be you for all intents and purposes. Nobody can see the difference or distinguish. They can use everything that's in your head.
I think at this point, this is all sufficiently spooky enough that Grant is looking around at everyone else here and
Yeah.
with suspicion, like, are you guys?
Oh, Zach's looking around like, do y'all believe this? Like, Zach's just
Reese
looking at
will
everybody
say out
like, this sounds
loud-
crazy.
Reese will
Grant-
say out loud, like it's over to Cameron, just like, did you smoke us all out and we all forgot? Like, what?
No.
And he's gonna look at Grant like, what the fuck was in that? Like,
We didn't even.
Grant's gonna look at him and he'd go, people come to me because I don't lace my shit. There's a dying blue centaur in front of us. I think he's probably telling the truth about the weird slugs.
What are we gonna do about it? That's what Cameron says as he looks at you guys.
Get the fuck out of here! I don't know what.
I don't think we can do anything about it.
I mean, we can get this guy to a hospital or something, and
Even
or
then, they're not going to be able to help him.
I
Because,
mean, he'll be all right, right?
I mean, I'm from Oregon. I hit a
No.
deer once, and my dad said the merciful thing was to shoot it.
What the what?
I'm not gonna shoot him.
know. I
Jesus
don't
Christ,
know.
Reese. You have a car, right? Go get your car.
The alien's eyes, his stalk eyes, move back up, and they haven't stopped looking out of the ceiling, but you see him tracking now. Like they're both moving together. And he winces in pain, and you guys all feel a little bit of that pain. Like as he clutches his side, all of your sides kind of get a tiny like little itch of pain.
Oh, phantom pain.
Yeah. And he says, I'm an Andalite. My people fight the Yeerks. They destroy every planet that they destroy all the people, take over all the people, the species of the planet, and then destroy the planet. We fight the Yeerks, and we came here to stop them, but we were ambushed, and they destroyed our forces. They have weapons far more advanced than any of yours. I've sent a message to my home world for reinforcements here, but it will be at least a year before they arrive, and it will already be too late. Your planet will already be taken over. And as you guys were like talking about getting him to a hospital, he says, I cannot, there's not enough time. Visit 3 approaches now.
Who and what?
The first two.
Visser
What is
3,
that?
there's not enough time to explain everything, but Visser 3 will be your main enemy. He will be the one trying to take over the planet. He's in control. He's in charge of the infestation of Earth.
What can we
But
do, Andalite?
there may be something. He thinks for a second. There's no time to think. You guys are in great need, or you people are in great need. One of you, go onto my ship. There's a small blue box. I need you to bring it to me.
Zach will get up, start walking to the ship.
You walk up the ramp.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, Zach, you climb out of the pool, hop up onto the ramp, and make your way inside this ship.
When I was a kid, they would give us like, talks about getting into strange people's vans, but they never said anything about this.
Reese, we're out of our
Reese, that
depths
doesn't apply here.
This is not an
I'll
after
shut
school
up.
special, my man.
Also, stop clutching that bag so tight. You're gonna exacerbate the giant wound in your back. Don't worry about it.
Cameron goes to put a hand on his shoulder, sees the glass, and just backs up.
How Savannah tells him that he's wounded. Sorry. It's really funny.
He's just like, the what?
The what?
So, Zach,
Yeah.
inside this ship, it's a nice little cozy ship. When you step in this room, it's creamy colored. Everything is rounded into like an oval, like all the accents and everything like that. So, and it's all cream colored. So a bright blue box shaped object stands out. And as you see it, it's just sitting on a table, a podium, and you look around. There's no chairs. There's no buttons, anything like that. You don't know how he flies this thing, but it's not by a steering wheel.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick look around, but I'm still kind of in a rush, so I'm gonna grab the box and get out. But I don't know.
You grab the box and are heading back towards the door. And as you do, you look down and you notice a 3D holographic picture, and it's of 2 Andalites. They look full grown. One of them that you can tell is the one that's out, that's outside, laying on inside the pool, and in between them both is another smaller Andalite. And this seems to be just a picture.
Looks like a family picture.
Yeah. So
I'm
do you have?
gonna grab it.
Okay, so it's like a holographic picture, and it's coming out of the ship. Like
It's a
there's-
projection.
Yeah, it's a projection.
Oh, it's not like an object that
Yeah,
is
just
It's not like a
three-dimensional.
disc, like a puck that has a thing over it.
I got you.
Yeah.
it seems the ship is producing it.
Okay. There's nothing for me to grab. Got it. Okay. I'll head back out. Go out. Hey, Andalite, I got your box.
Surely you have a name.
He nods and he does the smile thing with his eyes again, and he says, "Elfangor."
Okay. I'm Zach.
Grant.
And he looks to Savannah next.
Vanna?
Martin. Sorry, Reese. Everybody calls me Reese.
Cameron.
Martin?
Shut up.
Zach, you
And
hand him the
also
box.
looks over and says, Martin.
I will karate chop you in the throat.
Were those your folks in there?
No, that was my family, but that was me, my wife, and son.
No.
Oh, okay. So you guys on your planet still have heteronormative relationships. That's cool. Okay.
Shit. That is my mate. Look, don't correct me, Q. You don't know the books. All right.
Wow.
So, yeah, as you hand him the box, Zach, he'll like reach up for it.
There was a cat. I got distracted. Yeah, I'll hand it down to him. I'll squat, get low, and like hand it very, very softly, nicely.
His stalk eyes are still training the sky, and he says,
Is this like a healing device? You can kind of alien medicine kit.
It's not. This is called an Escafil device.
Okay.
If you wish, I can give you all powers that no other human has ever had.
That probably Jeff Bezos. He's richer than God.
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah, Bezos
What?
probably has it.
I'm down for powers. Like like
Piece
X-Man
of shit.
powers or
It's
Oh shit, powers. What?
Big
power.
boots to stomp on the slugs.
It will. That
the
don't know
box
about
produces Doc Martens.
this box, it will give you the power to morph, an Andalite technology. It allows us to pass unnoticed. We've never shared this power with anyone, but your need is great, and I fear your planet will be lost to you if I don't do anything. With this power, you'll be able to become any species. You only need to touch the creature, and you will be able to become it. It requires concentration and determination. And he like scans over you all again with his main eyes. But I believe you all have that kind of power within you.
And Savannah's just gonna cut in. Are you serious? Any species we can find? What?
Also, we're adolescents. We're not determined for anything yet. Like they're trying to make us pick what we want to be when we grow up and what we want to go to college for.
I already
This
know what
is
I'm going to
clear-
do when I grow up. So
This is clearly like, okay, there are slugs or whatever, and you know it's a little bit dangerous, but turning into animals, where's the fucking cameras? Oh,
Polymorph.
I'm still not convinced. I'm not absolutely fucking blitzed.
like
This-
I'll touch your box, man, but whatever.
This
That's
I don't
is-
think you're supposed to say that, Grant.
Not
You
like
can't say-
Zach. You know that's not what. Just okay.
Savannah's just gonna be like, okay, hang on. Let's get back to the animal thing. That's very important. Please tell me about the animal thing.
he nods to you and he says, "Yes, you'll be able to turn into any species that you can touch.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in.
And then he'll look. His main eyes will look back to Reese. I understand that you are not. You haven't reached adulthood yet.
My brain's not even fully developed yet.
Brain's never going to get fully developed.
You all are. You all are the only ones, and there's no one around, and there's not enough time for me to find
Hey.
any.
I mean, shit,
Okay,
dude. Okay.
But didn't you say that the evil slugs can be anybody? Like, how do you know one of us isn't one of those things?
He smiles with his eyes again, and he says, "Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith."
Okay.
Sounds
I mean, I'm not, so it's fine.
yeah. All right.
If you're an evil slug thing, raise your hand.
Sorry, I hadn't met you.
Stop touching it. Stop
Reese.
touching it. Stop touching it.
It's really itchy in here. I don't know what's
Don't
going on.
touch it. Leave it alone.
Grant looks at Reese and goes, "Yeah, he's not a sinister alien. I think he's probably cool. I think he's
Okay.
probably okay."
Everybody, give me perception checks.
Oh hell yeah! I got a 19.
That's a nat 20, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm perceptive as fuck all.
Grant, Savannah, Reese, you all notice as the stalk eyes are tracking through the sky, there's more red dots that appear to be moving irregularly through the sky.
Shit.
Zach, as they all see this, you're looking down at this Andalite, and his eyes meet yours, and he says, "The choice is in your all's hands now. There are limitations to this power, but there's no time to explain everything. You have to learn for yourselves. Do you guys wish to receive it?"
Yeah, I'm in.
Yep, Savannah's in.
Grant is looking up at the red lights descending from the sky, and he goes, "Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, okay."
I guess.
Cameron says, "This is crazy. Even if what he's saying is true, we can't stop an army. We need to get out of here."
Listen, I'm not worried about stopping an army, but like, I'd like to live.
I mean, we get to turn into whatever animal. I'm in.
Yeah, and he said morph. We can be like Power Rangers.
Cameron, I love Power Rangers. Cameron sighs, and then he says, "All right, let's touch the box so we can go."
I already touched it.
It's fine when he
Yeah.
said it, guys. Fuck you. And he puts his hand on the box.
Yeah.
Do I got to touch it again?
Yeah, like the Andalite holds it out to you as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Zach has just been standing there with his hand on the top, like, you guys joining in, or
So as you guys reach in to touch this box,
morphin' time.
morphin' time.
Right.
Zach,
Are you talking about that old show? Dude, my dad watched that.
I don't know what a Power Ranger is.
Yeah, they're like weird dinosaur kids from like the 90s or something.
Don't they like fight in leotards like gymnast guys or something?
Sounds
God,
Yeah.
there's been so many
And
iterations
motorcycle
of,
helmets. Yeah.
they were
There's been
kinda
so many
cool.
iterations. Like they're still going.
I thought they were cool. Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
7 fingers hold this box up as the Andalite reaches it out to you, and Zach's hand comes in, Savannah's hand comes in, Grant's hand comes in, Reese's hand comes in, and finally Cameron's hand comes in. You guys, at the corner of your eyes, before you look down to the box, see the red lights emerge from the clouds as rain falls through the shattered ceiling. You all touch this box. A tingle goes through your hand. 5 hands per side, and the Andalite with too many fingers holding the cube. You each feel a shock, but it doesn't hurt. It sends a sense of joy through your body and almost makes you want to laugh. As that happens, Elfangor's all of his eyes look up and he says, "Yeerks! There is no more time. Those are bugs fighters." And he says, "Go now. But remember, never remain in your morph form for more than 2 hours. Never. It's the greatest risk with the morphing power. If you stay too long, you'll be stuck in your morph form forever, never being able to return to human. And as he says this, the red lights, as the red lights are getting closer, and you guys see like the objects start to form. And he says, Visser 3 is coming. Go. Run.
Are you gonna be okay? Like, can you? Come on, man.
You see
Yeah.
Savannah. Yeah, shake
So
her.
Yes.
You want to turn into something? You can turn into me if you want. Then we can all run.
He says, go.
Yet.
Grant's gonna go, okay, just stay safe. And as he's going, Grant's life up until this point has kind of led him down a path that I would try to use to justify this. Can I roll a sleight of hand to try and palm that box?
Yes.
That's a 24.
So what does everybody else do?
I'm running for my skateboard.
Savannah's trying to help him up. She's thinking we can get you out of here. She's trying to get Elfangor up.
Reese.
He's helping Savannah. Just try to lift him.
As you're doing that, Cameron grabs you by the sleeve, and his eyes will make contact with Savannah for a second, and then he'll look back to Reese and start pulling like your sleeve and trying to get you to come with him as he's trying to move away towards where Zach went.
Guys, we gotta go.
Gotta
We
take
have
him
to
with
go.
us. We have to
We-
help him.
Grant, as Elfangor turns his head to look at Savannah, you see those eyes smile again, and he says, go. You need to save your people. And he says that it's my time.
How
Right?
convincing is he?
Oh,
It sounds like a roll off.
You're currently charmed by him, so he's very convincing.
All right. Well, I think then Savannah is going to think about Possum, who she left just kind of above the pool, sitting up there waiting, and think, all right, I do have to get Possum, and we got to go.
So I will say, when you tried to help him up, you were able to get him to his feet. So
Mhm.
he is standing, clutching his side, keeping weight off one of his legs. And while he's having this conversation with you, Grant, you grab the box, shove it into your jacket. And as you go to back to Possum, what do you do, Grant? Are you?
I'm following everyone. I just wanted to, I don't know exactly what this thing is or how it works, but I figure if he's sending us off, probably best to take it with us. So yeah, I pocket it.
Reese would probably be the last one out, and I want to try to turn into Elfangor. Because that would be what Reese tries to do, is like, I'm not strong. I want to help this dude at least get back to the picture of his family.
Okay. So you're trying to morph into Elfangor.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a concentration check. A concentration check is just a constitution check.
Constitution. That's a 12.
So you guys, will say you guys get to like right here, and you're
Can't see it.
without it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys get almost to the door, and everybody is like at the cusp of the door. Reese turns around, starts to think for a second, and Reese, as you're
I'm
staring,
not strong. I need to be strong in this moment. And the
you look.
strongest thing I can think of is this guy, this thing.
So you look down into this pool as you start to concentrate, and nothing happens. And Cameron grabs you by the jacket and says, "Come on!" And he pulls you along with him.
Drags me out. Yeah.
And as you guys, like, the buildings are all crumpled and everything, so you guys can still see in, even though you've went out this door. And what you guys see is these ships start to get closer to you, and they're about as big as a semi truck. They have two long serrated spears on the front of them that point forward, and they kind of resemble cockroaches in a ship form. And once they're over the water park, a giant spotlight illuminates the crashed ship in the pool. And then another lights up as you guys see a second with this Andalite called bug fighters hover and begin to descend. You guys, Reese, you're just missed by the spotlight as Cameron pulls you. If you guys are going to run now, you can run, or you can make stealth checks to hide. I'll let you guys choose.
No, I'm going to stick around.
Stealth check for sure.
An
Um,
eight.
Chris, you're
I'm
muted.
trying to hide for sure.
I'm pretty sure that Reese's tank will book it back to the van. But like he'll follow whatever Cameron's doing because Cameron has like the back of his shirt wadded up in his hand.
Yeah. He's gonna grab you as he comes around the door and pulls you with him behind, like, just to hide behind like a piece of concrete or something.
So I should roll stealth.
Yes, please. Makes sense. All
Yeah.
right, we're gonna hold on to those stealth rolls. Really, the ones we need to hold on to are the crit 1 and the 8. Zach and
Crit 1 right
and-
here.
Hi guys. It's
So-
nice knowing you.
as you're all ducked away and hiding in your various spots, the air shimmers like concrete on a hot day, and another building just eviscerates as these bug fighters land. Parts of the building, like where they were, just completely eviscerate. Also, you guys are hearing police sirens getting closer. They sound like they're right in front of the water park now. As these ships airlocks open, you guys can all look in and see through various cracks in the building. Ramps extend out of the bug fighter, and a creature unlike anything you've ever seen ducks out and steps its head out again for the second time in the last 5 minutes. The creature stands on 2 legs with a reptilian body. Its skin is a dark, leathery, greenish black. It has Tyrannosaurus-like feet set atop bent back legs and a long snake-like head with a sharp beak at the end of it. Jutting forward out of its head are 3 blade-like horns, and it also has blades on its wrists and elbows, as well as at the end of its tail, and it has razor-sharp claws as hands. You guys hear faintly in your head again Elfangor's voice. That is a Hork-Bajir controller. They are good people, despite their looks. They were all enslaved by the Yeerks. They should be pitied.
Under his breath, probably with Savannah next to him, I would think. Grant says, "What the fuck?"
Reese is standing out in the middle of just out in the open.
Well,
Like Cameron ducked behind a thing, and Reese is like, "What the fuck are you doing? We need to get out of here!"
shh, he says.
Don't shush me, motherfucker! Like,
Behind the Hork-Bajir, another creature slithers down the ramp. This creature stretches out to about 6 feet long, and its worm-like body is translucent and looks slimy. It walks on hundreds of tiny needle-like feet. Its upper body curves to stand more erect and is lined with lobster claw hands. At the end of this worm body, it ends in a mouth with hundreds of serrated teeth and a long, slim tongue shooting in and out. Around the mouth-like hole are 4 beady red eyes. You hear Elfangor's voice again in your head. Taxons. They are all evil. They're all voluntary controllers. They've chosen to have a Yeerk in their head.
And
Fucking gross.
Savannah's going to say under her breath, "What the fuck?"
That's a 10 Constitution save for not throwing up.
All right, you barely hold it back. You
Okay.
Reese is just standing there, just like he was when he was looking at Alfangor. He's just holding the bag full of like the pizza boxes and the umbrella and stuff. He grabbed all that shit and threw it in. He's just like hugging it, wide-eyed.
Can I notice at this point that he's out in the open?
he is he's not like you guys are all ducked behind like different concrete and different things. He's just standing there clutching his thing. Cameron's like trying to wave him to get down, but yeah, he's just standing there.
Just enamored by the landings that have happened. Just
Can I aim a kick at his leg to get him to
sweep the leg.
fall? Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an unarmed attack roll against his AC.
What do we use for that?
So you can use your strength without your proficiency. So just a D20 plus your strength.
Okay. Great.
That was a save.
Well, yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
be
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah,
a
so you try to kick him, but he's just out of range of you.
Okay.
And-
I think Rand's
Zach's gonna Zach will like stand up and full body tackle Reese behind something.
all right.
Like so standing up from one hiding place and then grabbing and diving behind another one.
Hey, Austin,
Savannah's
how's
gonna
that
be like,
glass in my back doing?
no, yeah, because you're about to smash that glass further into his back. So Savannah's gonna be like, no.
Yeah, well, you know,
Bad.
he's dead.
So yeah, Savannah tries to grab you as you go. You still hit him. You guys, if you're gonna resist, Reese, if you're not resisting, he just hits you.
No, I don't even see it coming. I'm just totally locked in on this like lobster slug monster that just crawled out of there and a velociraptor with like blade fins on his head. Like, what the fuck is happening?
So Zach hits you. You guys tumble over, end over end. You are behind something, but you knock over a set of those inflatable tubes, and they just boom, 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 go rolling out.
From the water slides.
Yeah.
Oh
Great.
shit.
So we'll
Probably
get back.
fine.
We'll
They
get
won't
back
have
to
seen
that.
that. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in 1 second. Because as all of these, as you tackle him, the Hork-Bajirs are making their way down into the pool. Grant, as you like turn your head back to him, you guys, and Savannah, you as well, you notice that in their hands are these objects that look like a gun, except when you look closer, the barrel's more curved. And at the end, there's 3 prongs that are in like a claw-like shape. And more beams of light stretch out of the main entrance as you guys see police, human beings, step into this broken, beaten water park.
Oh, good. The
looking
cops are
around.
here.
Yeah, and they start taking all this in.
Oh, thank
Grant,
God the cops are here.
Cops are
Ah.
bastards, man.
you guys notice that as you fall down and you see there's like another break in the concrete. You guys see the police officers and say, "Oh, good, the cops are here." Grant, you notice one of these cops.
Grant
Yeah.
definitely says, "Oh man, they almost certainly have slugs."
Well, one of the police officers you recognize, he
Hank?
used to always different one. You're gonna know him now. He always used to give you a hard time because of something that happened with Ricky and him a long time ago. You know that his name is Officer Chapman. And Officer Chapman seems to be directing people, even the Hork-Bajir. As the police now surround the Andalite and his ship, they've holstered their guns and are now holding the same weapons that the Hork-Bajir were. Although they do look kind of awkward and too big for their human hands. That's when Zach, you all knock all these inflatable tubes over. And they go bouncing. You see one of the Hork-Bajir that's standing on the outside of the pool turn his head to look back in that direction and start making his way over there.
Shit, dummy, stay down. I told you to fucking hide. God damn it.
I want you to know that I was being sarcastic. Fuck the police.
Okay, good.
Motherfucker.
That's good, but still.
In the Andalite, Savannah and Grant, you guys both noticed this, that the stalk eyes shoot to that Hork-Bajir that moved. And you guys all hear, again, faintly in your head, stay quiet. Hork-Bajir do not see well in darkness, but can hear very well. When you get the chance, run. And do not look back.
Halfway, like, Grant kind of stops like this, and he's like, because he had his Zippo out, he was getting ready to strike it, and he had some firecrackers that he had from some other delinquency, and he was about to, like, try and throw them somewhere else for a distraction. He's like, and he just puts those back in his pockets.
You also hear another message. Courage, my friends. I know it's a little bit early, but let's go ahead and take our break right now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because we're about to get into some more stuff. So,
How long is
stream.
the break?
Do you guys want to do 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's 15.
Guys,
Grab a snack.
chat, we're going to be back in 15 minutes. If you guys are in the chat, talk all you want during the break. And we'll be back.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think so far.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know for sure that I'm gonna be like scrolling back through the chat and reading as we go. Like I'm gonna watch the stream after, get our numbers pumped.
So, as far as for the cast goes, I'm gonna ask everybody to mute their mics because I figured out why the sound wasn't playing earlier. It's because I muted my whole desktop audio.
Oh, got it.
So,
That'll do it.
Cool.
so I'm gonna transition to the next slide, and we will see you guys in 15 minutes. That is, we'll round it up. We'll say 105. Is that
Excellent.
okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Be back soon.
Bye.
Matrix noises. I'm in.
Welcome back, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
What up?
Back.
Oh shit! You guys can still see that on the stream. All the
Yeah.
ships. Oops.
Yep.
I think you switched the players, but not
Yeah.
your screen.
Yep, that's what happened. So they click on that all the time.
Okay.
Oh, hey, for the podcast, this is gonna be amazing.
It'll be great.
You fool.
Uh,
Also, just since it has come up a couple of times now up in the background, I have a new cat who is being sheltered from the other cats in the house. So for a little bit while he's integrating, he's just going to be screaming in the background occasionally.
You say it like it's a problem that we can see your cat. Like that's
Like-
what's gonna bring in the views.
And
Yeah,
also,
seeing
I
him,
haven't
not a
heard the
problem.
cat once.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never
cool.
heard him ever.
That's good on my mic then, because he has
Mhm.
been yelling. But that's good to know. Thank you.
I do occasionally see the cat and completely ignore Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
fair.
a little bit of a problem, but
I mean, if Austin had a cat, then I'd pay more attention to him as it's on Austin.
get a cat,
Oh, yeah.
Austin.
Get a cat, Austin.
oh man. I'll try. We'll see.
So we bully you into adopting a cat.
Austin, don't worry, I've got a spare.
I want Peter. Peter Parker. Is it Parker or Peter? I want that one.
It's
It's pizza time.
you can't have my orange boy. My orange boy, there's no way. And
right.
also I would never split them up. So
All right. Well, maybe one day if they invent cloning, I will clone your cat and take both of them.
they're so cute.
All right. You guys ready?
Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
So the last thing he said was courage, my friends. And then the air shimmers again. And you guys see where this shimmering is happening. A cloak drops and you see another ship The ship is jet black, and it's still a little bit difficult to make out. And it's built like a battle axe from the Middle Ages with 2 curved axe wing heads and a long diamond pointed handle aimed forward. And that's where it looks like. Go ahead.
Sorry, should we see that on our screens now?
I'm about to show you. I'm
Okay.
about to put you there. Here, I'll go ahead and do it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get this art? Because it's great.
I found it. I will get the. I'll find who the author is, and we'll make sure we tweet them and thank them and cite it for
These
the show.
bug fighters are straight up gross.
Yeah.
Yucky.
So as this blade ship lands, it also disintegrates part of the wall, and you guys see pressure release. You hear pressure release and see another opening form at the blade ship. Now, this Hork-Bajir is getting a little bit closer to as he's like looking around. He's getting a little bit closer to where Zach and Q are, just to keep that in like the forefront of your minds. He's probably 20 to 30 feet away from you guys, still like looking over your way. But you guys are still behind like a concrete wall and stuff. So as the pressure releases from the new ship, another silhouette opens a doorway. There's light behind it, and out steps another Andalite. But this one doesn't give off the same feelings that you guys got from the last one, from the one you just met. This one, the feeling of dread and fear starts to consume your body, and it's like a fight between the comfort of one of the Andalites versus this new one, the feelings that they're giving you. And you guys hear a booming voice in your head. Ah, Prince Elfangor. It makes you want to cringe. You know immediately that it's this new Andalite speaking inside your head. How many of our fighters did you shred? 7? 8 before we shot you down? And now you're the last surviving Andalite in this sector. All your cousins burning with your dome ship. You guys hear Elfangor speak back to him, and he says, "There will be others." And the Visser interrupts him at the end of a sentence and says, "And when they come, they will be their last too. This planet, these people, they didn't even see us coming. This planet will be my contribution to the Yeerk Empire, and I will be Visser 1 before the next cycle." Now Fangor comes back in. "And what do you plan to do with these humans? You have your slaves already with the Hork-Bajir, the Taxon. Why these people?" "Because it will be so easy. There's so many of them, and they're all so weak. Billions and billions of bodies. They're so oblivious. They don't even see their own destruction is on the horizon. We'll have enough bodies to spread across the universe, and then we will be unstoppable."
Reese is just thinking, and he doesn't know if it's out loud, like thought thinking. He doesn't know if it's thought speak, but he's just thinking, that's really fucking stupid. That's awful, because what kind of glory is it to get a bunch of weak bodies? That's just like the thought that runs through his head as he hears this. Well, that's fucking dumb. Just a ton of weak bodies? That's no glory at all.
Reese's thoughts.
And like I'm mentioning this because this might be where we discover thought speak.
So yeah, if you're thinking that, you think it and you kind of look around to everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody just staring into the
Zach is right next to Reese and just goes, "This guy fucking sucks."
Yeah,
And
and then he'll share that thought with Zach, just whispering it to him, because like I don't know, I feel like since Zach tackled him, they're both kind of laying on the ground, moving, so it's kind of like they're spooning.
No, because I don't want glass in my chest.
It's a good point.
so as you whisper this thought to Zach, Zach, you notice the Hork-Bajir that was walking around glances, his head shoots over to where you guys are behind
Shit,
this
they're good
wall,
at hearing.
and he starts making his way that way a little bit faster now.
Can I look around for like a bug or something?
Give me a perception check just to like glance around really quick.
A 19.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
So there's a lot of rubble and stuff around you, and like you look down and try to sift through. I will say you see 2 ants scurry across the ground as you're looking through this rubble.
How close is this Hork-Bajir?
So when he looked over your way, he was still about 30 feet away from you. And he started making like a deadline be towards you, like where you guys are. And now he's about 20 feet and closing.
So we've got about 6 seconds before he's on top of us.
And can I try something?
Yeah.
I think Savannah watched Grant stand up and take firecrackers out and then slowly put them away. And I think that gave her a bit of an idea. So she's going to grab some shit out of her pockets because her jacket always has like dog treats and shit and try to like toss it over the horse, like as far away from them as she can to get them to go a different direction away from us.
Give me just a general dexterity check. 'Cause this will just be you throwing it. 14. So
14.
yeah, you find like a treat, like we'll say you have like in some like you
Bone-shaped dog treat.
bone-shaped dog treats, but we'll say you have some like wrapped up in a bag so it's a little bit heavier. You do have some scattered through your pockets, you know, broken pieces of them, whole pieces, but yeah, you take this bag, launch it over. It hits the side of the wall near this Hork-Bajir, and he stops for a second and looks over. And we'll pause right there for your guys and go back to what's happening in the pool for a minute.
I'm just imagining like it's a dog poop bag that you put a bunch of treats into, then tied it off, and
What if it was just dog poop?
It's dog shit.
Just
You were
holding it in your
walking
pocket.
possum.
Oh, old dog shit. You just got
New dog shit. Let's give the girl some respect here.
I was gonna say,
It's
Corey.
fresh dog shit.
Well, Corey, have some very serious questions about Savannah. If through all of this, she just had like dog shit in a jacket pocket. I don't know about all that.
I have to admit, I too would have very serious questions about Savannah.
I feel like she might have dropped that if it was a thing she had.
Absolutely. No, never in the pocket.
All right, moving on. What's going on inside, Austin?
so this new Andalite, his ramp extends into the pool, and he walks down closer to Elfangor, and he says, "We'll have to build 1,000 new Yeerk pools just to raise enough Yeerks for half this number of bodies." And as he gets closer, he like kind of leans in towards Elfangor, cocks his head, and he says, "Do you want to hear that you fought bravely, Elfangor? That you've brought honor to your Andalite cousins? That you've earned your title as prince?" And Elfangor, as he's on his feet, he clutches his rib, and you guys feel the slight pain again. And he just stares at Visser 3. His stalk eyes watching the one Hork-Bajir that's moving, and occasionally you guys will see it glance over in your direction. And then Visser 3 stops moving and looks at him, and he says, "Well, you haven't. Your people haven't. You've tried to stop us every step of the way. But what happened with the Hork-Bajir? What happened with the Taxon? The same thing that will happen to these vessels." they'll be ours. And there's nothing you, your war council, your people, the citizens, anyone can do about it. Nothing you do matters. You never mattered. And you can see that Visser 3 is getting increasingly more aggressive as he talks, inching closer and closer to Elfangor. I promise you one thing, Prince. When we take these humans, my next stop is the Andalite homeworld. I will personally hunt down your family. They won't be able to stop us with the sheer numbers that we have, no matter how powerful they are. And I will oversee the infestations myself of your family. And I hope that they resist so I can break them. And with that, Elfangor's tail blade shoots at the Visser, and he manages to duck his head out of the way, but you guys see a gash open in the Visser's arm. And then a blinding blue light shoots from the arched needle tail of the Andalite's fighter and hits one of the other bug fighters, disintegrates it. And then the formations of the Hork-Bajir and the Taxons and humans scatter for a brief moment as the one Hork-Bajir that was moving closer to Zach and Reese starts to move towards this new noise that he heard. Then the bug fighter erupts and he turns back and goes to fall in line with the rest of his troops. And Visser 3, you hear the thought speak echo out, and he says, "Fire!" The remaining bug fighter shoots the Andalite fighter, and then that fighter's disintegrated. Hold the Andalite! You see Hork-Bajir crowd around Visser 3, crowd around Elfangor, jamming blades into him. Their wrist blades, they each have him like locked into his arms, holding him there. At first, it seems like the Visser is just standing there angry, but you guys notice that his form is starting to get bigger. And where his mouth should be on his Andalite body is now opening up, and you see serrated teeth forming as a grin starts to grow across his face as his body continues to grow. His four Andalite legs slide to the middle of his body and merge together with slishing sounds as you guys also hear cracks and bones breaking and clicks as this body melds into this new form. The legs coalesce together and form two huge tree trunk legs. All his fingers merge together and form tentacles, and then they extend out. And then as this is happening, more shoot out from the sides and front and back of his body. They're all about 10 to 15 feet long. And as he stops growing, the last of his stalk eyes slurp into his head, and this new beast sits in the pool and gives a grin with this many long, sharp teeth. And I'll just show you what this thing looks like. Let me get to the right page.
You have an image of this thing?
Yeah. I do.
I want you to know that like my facial reactions are dead honest. Like I'm just the way he's describing shit is just like oh no
Yeah.
Pretty small.
And then like as we're looking through like a gaping hole in the wall, I like
Cool.
I kind of nudged like Zach a little bit, and I was like, I want to be that. I want to be able to do that.
Shut up.
So this beast grins, and its mouth stretches its whole face, and you see just the sharp teeth. A tentacle shoots out towards Elfangor, wraps him around the neck, and rips him from the Hork-Bajir's blades as he lifts him up into the air. Elfangor's tail blade striking, hitting this thing in its tentacles as it lifts him up. But the Visser, it doesn't seem to be affecting him too much, and he lifts him higher and higher. And then the creature opens its mouth wide. This is how you die, Prince Elfangor Sirenil Shamtul. without anyone here to mourn, without any purpose. And the Visser lets go of Elfangor. You watch the Andalite fall into his mouth, the teeth ripping his body apart, sending pieces falling to the ground. The Taxons rushing over to devour any piece that they can get their tongues around. And as he dies, Elfangor lets out a cry of despair that is burned into each of your minds. And you'll always remember that cry. You hear the cheers of the Hork-Bajirs, the screeches of Taxon as the falling pieces enter. They catch him out of the air, and human laughter. And that one Hork-Bajir turns back and looks back towards where he heard the commotion before. And as all the cheers are going on, he starts making his way over that way.
Time to go. We gotta go. We gotta fucking go. I'm gonna grab Reese and like start pulling him up. You said we're on some rubble, so I'm imagining us up kind of a hill, like a pile of rubble. Okay. So I'm gonna start pulling him as we go. I got my board back, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Where is Cameron in all this?
So you guys, Cameron and Savannah are all kind of near each other, and Zach and Reese are 10 feet away from you, something like that.
All right. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna sorry, I'm motioning over at you guys. Like, we gotta go.
Perfect.
We gotta go. Yeah.
Grant has his knife out and is open, and like he was about to take a step towards them, seeing what was happening here, like just without really thinking about it. He could tell that this Andalite was someone who was good and just saw him get eaten. And like he doesn't even realize he's doing it, but he is stepping forward. And then Zach says that. Grant looks at his knife, looks at Zach, looks at them, and goes, ugh, puts it away, and grabs grabs Savannah's arm, shakes her, and motions at Cameron and says, "We gotta go."
Cameron, when you say that, jumps up, looks at Reese, and starts taking off.
And Reese, like just for the audio listeners, Reese is making motions like I've got a car. He's doing a steering wheel motion, turn key, honk horn, like I've got a car. I'm a delivery guy. Let's go.
Go get your car. I will create a distraction.
Okay.
Okay.
And he'll
You get
just-
everybody else in your car. I'll create a distraction and meet up somewhere later.
your funeral. He's gonna bolt.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a rock and throw it just down into the middle.
Okay.
Of the pool. Whichever direction they all go, I'm gonna start skating as fast as I can the other way.
Okay, yeah, there's concrete walkways connecting the different buildings, and it's also a wide water park, so most of it is concrete. You got no problem skating through. You throw this rock, it hits in the middle, and you hear...
Please let me hit a Hork-Bajir.
Yeah, no problem.
Good. I'm
Bop.
aiming for one. Good.
Right in the side of its head, and it looks over, and Visser 3 sees the rock fall to the ground, and he says, "Get them, find whoever it is, and kill them." And everybody, all the these controllers take off towards where this rock came from as Zach jumps on his board. We're gonna go into initiative because we're gonna do a little skills check challenge.
Oh shit!
No, I rolled a natural 1 for initiative. I am in the second. I am 2. I have a 2. Oh no! Oh no!
Do we just do hit initiative in there and it'll pop up on the side there?
Click your token so that you have the 3 bubbles up above it, and then click initiative.
Yeah, but I can put them in there, so
I knew that there was a way to do it. There we go. I did it right. It's a shit initiative, but I did do it right.
It's not the worst. The 2's the worst.
Yeah.
So
the
guy with the car.
So You guys
Ah,
all
shit, I dropped my keys. Like, that's why I go last.
you guys
We're
all
all gonna
take off.
die.
Reese's Keys.
Reese is
damn it.
keyless.
Get out.
I shan't.
So as you guys take off, Possum's leash in your hand, you're running. So we're gonna do a skills challenge. So for everybody out there that's not familiar with skills challenges, the players are going to they have an objective: escape the Yeerks. With that, they're going to use their skills to try to do different things that'll help create distance or get them away. And if they can justify it with using an RP, if they can justify it in an RP sense, I will let them use their skill. They roll over the DC. It's a success. If not, it's a failure. They have to get a certain amount of successes before a certain amount of failures, which I'm going to keep to myself for this challenge. And if that happens, different outcomes will happen. They'll either get away or they won't. So let's see what happens. So we're going to go on initiative. First up, we have Savannah. So how is Savannah going to try to get away?
Well, I think Savannah is obviously well versed in animals. I wouldn't say necessarily training, but she's been thrown around enough that she can certainly get Possum to understand run away from me in a direction and then come back on different commands. So I think she's just going to try to create, like, she obviously doesn't want Zach to get caught at all. That's like, that's her friend in here. And so she's going to try to get Possum to run a direction while everybody else is going a different direction. And especially knowing that Possum's way faster than any of us, other than maybe Zach.
Sounds good. Animal handling?
Animal handling. Stack that deck.
Let's go. 19. So you send Possum off, and what do you say to him?
I think it's more of just like a whistle. Like, she's like thinking herding dog. So she's going to give a whistle away and then wait until he's far enough from us that she feels like, okay, that's okay. And then give him a whistle back.
So yeah, he stops where he's at when he hears this whistle. Takes off. So if Zach is going east and you guys are going west, he goes south.
Yep.
And you see some of as they come out of the rubble of this building, some of the Hork-Bajir split off and start to chase Possum. And some of them are still chasing Zach, but you have gotten some of them away from him. And when you feel Possum is moving pretty quickly and he's creating enough distance, you can give him your whistle and bring him back. Something I did forget to mention. So Zach, since he's not with you, you don't get this benefit, but the rest of you, Cameron can give you advantage on an athletics check one time, and it's floating for you three since you guys are with him. That is a success. Next up, Zach.
Okay, so Zach is on the skateboard, and I'm going to be doing everything I can to get through tight spaces. I want to knock over building materials behind me. I want to make just a shitload of noise.
Okay.
Anything I do is to gain speed. Like, if I'm not going up any hills and stairs unless there's a big drop on the other side that I could use to get more speed.
Right.
Jumping around corners and doing rad flips down rails and shit, whatever. It looks really tight, but also I'm just getting the fuck away and I'm just causing as much of a distraction as possible.
He definitely has the thought, I wish I were filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
The whole time I'm like, fucking phone. This is all so cool.
I'll let you. That would be like just to get away would either be athletics or acrobatics. I know you have your skateboard.
Yeah.
And you can use that since you're skating on it. You can substitute it in place.
So since it's the same check, I'm just gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
It's both are a +5, so whatever. Okay, I've been rolling like shit this whole time. So here we go.
Believe in you.
All right, a 15.
So yeah,
I'll take
Zach,
a 15.
you notice the Hork-Bajirs coming out of the rubble. Some of them keep going straight south, and you're like, oh, nobody went that way. Where the hell are they going? And then some of them still chase off to you, but as they come around where they can see you, you hit you hit some steps with the rail and you grind down the rail, get to the bottom, and you're creating some more distance. They just miss seeing you.
Cool.
So, another success. Grant.
Grant seeing his good friend Zach doing this, he's gonna kind of mutter, "Such a fucking hero," and pull out the line of firecrackers that he has. Before you untangle them, they're just in that line. Can I see Officer Chapman?
He seems like when all those Hortbagier and controllers and policemen came out of the back of the rubble, he came out too, but he stopped there and is just kind of like surveying the area. He doesn't seem to be chasing anyone.
How far away from me is he?
I'll say maybe 60 feet.
Okay. I want to. Is there enough room for me to kind of get a little bit closer to him, but without being seen? Like, is there a?
So if you guys are just taking off running, I want to say like you'd have to stop, turn around, like and go back and hide to try to get
Okay.
closer to him.
What is just a standard thrown attack?
It would be your dexterity, and if you're not trained in, it would be an improvised weapon attack. So if you're not trained in improvised weapons, then it would just be a d20 plus your dex.
Okay, and what's the range on an improvised ranged weapon?
I'll say it's about. We'll do.
Improvised thrown, I'm pretty sure, is either 30 or 20.
There should be like two, like one with disadvantage. So we'll do.
Right.
The max you can throw it is 30 with disadvantage, 20 without disadvantage.
Okay. Then what I was thinking was not going to work. I was just going to try to throw a firecracker in his face. Instead, I will. I'm still going to take the firecracker and lob it, but I'm just going to try to. Whoever is the closest to me, whether it be a Hork-Bahir, whether it be a cop controller, basically, I want to throw this near enough someone that it injures them and hopefully get some people to like take us a second and stop. I'm basically trying to distract a couple of peoples with a minor injury from my dumb little firecracker grenade that I have.
All right, I don't know if this is any better for you, but I'll let you use an athletics check to do that if it's better.
Oh no, I would prefer to use dexterity if we're gonna go this route.
All right, yeah, so it'll be just general dexterity.
And who am I
dexterity.
throwing it at?
So there are just clumps of different controllers. There's Hork-Bajir running with police officers. The Taxons are trailing behind, but they don't seem to be going too far away from the main building that they were at. They don't.
Based on what Elfangor told us, if there's a Taxon close enough, I'd like to throw it at one of them.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll say one of the Taxons is scooting towards you guys, and you can throw it towards them.
And let's roll that dexterity. Fuck.
All right, so yeah, you light these firecrackers and throw them, and they just miss the Taxon, and they do explode right next to a human, and he falls to the ground and clutches his ear. But then the rest of this group turns towards where you guys are now and starts making their way that way. So out of the maybe 20 different controllers that came out of here, we'll say 5 chased Possum, about 10 chased Zach, and 5 of them came out towards you guys. Some of them staggered back. One of them just went down, but now the other ones have started coming towards you guys. So you guys got 4 on you. Zach's got 10 on him.
10.
Possum lost 5 of them. So that is a failure. Reese.
Oh, me now. Okay.
It's a me.
Okay, so Reese knows that of course he locked the car. He locked the jelly bean before walking away. So he is booking it toward toward the van, and he's got the clicker. So I would like to roll Arcana, or in this it'd be rolling technology to know how close he has to be for it to click, for it like the doors to unlock.
Okay, yeah. So you got to be 20 feet away, we'll say.
20 feet away. Okay, so I'm gonna book it and then try to hit that clicker to
Okay.
unlock the doors so that people can just kind of start to like.
You athletics check. Does that sound good?
Oh, I was doing technology for the.
Oh,
the-
okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm fixing something on the stream.
You're
right
perfectly fine, buddy. Like you're good. You're the one who's like juggling 1,000.
Yeah, I'll let you give me a technology roll. You know how to like see if you're ready to unlock it. That works.
Got you. Because like if you don't hit the button in a certain, and it's not just jelly fucked up, it's also the clicker.
Okay.
Because so I have to hold it upside down and press the button in a certain way.
You're doing that thing where you try to put it under your chin, open your mouth to
Yeah.
like improve the
Yep.
signal. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Unlock you son of a bitch.
you guys get back through some another way that you guys knew to get out. We'll say Cameron kind of leads you that way. There's an opening in the fence. He holds it open for you, Reese. You go through. Savannah and Grant are right behind you. Cameron ducks through, and you guys are at the opening. You guys can go through if you want. Reese gets close enough. You guys hear boop boop. And
Tight.
that is another success, and we're back at the top of the round. Savannah.
Don't fuck up.
Possum is right behind you on your heels now.
Excellent. Crap. Oh no. I think
the dichotomy of that statement was very funny.
Well, it was
Crap.
excellent. My dog's back. Crap. I don't know what to do. I think at this point, what Savannah, her main concern is going to be like, okay, we're kind of getting to a point where we look like we might be able to escape, but Zach could very much be in trouble. So I...
Fine. It's fine. Just go.
Fine, leave him. So, I just kind of want to see if there's any way we could figure out, like, maybe where he was headed. Like, maybe we could head back to pick him up, but I don't know what kind of role or anything that would be.
So let's see what we got here. I would let you do an insight to think like, where would Zach go in this situation? And based on the surroundings and everywhere, you actually live not too far away from here, so you know that this area. So what would be where do you think Zach would end up? I would allow that one.
Okay. Insight, you said?
Yep. 11. So if the way he was running, you guys might have to turn Reese's car around and go back that way to get him.
Can your car do that?
Can your car turn around?
Now the wheel's just locked in one position. I've been driving for days.
It's on a rail.
So you got like
you see that I've got a knob to the top of the wheel so that I can really muscle. It's not even a wheel anymore. I've just got like a stick like jammed into the front.
A wrench around the thing, or
just a crescent wrench.
in shower, like when you're trying to do the temperature, it's just a wrench attached to the loose nut.
Yeah. Nah, it's not that big of a piece of shit.
So the doors unlock. Cameron gets there, slides open the back of the van, and hops in. And everybody else is gathering there. And you take a second to think, Savannah, and you think you know where Zach's gonna pop out probably. and that's a failure for the skill for that
So
section.
she points me in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Because he's already planning to circle back around or whatever.
Well, that's if you guys even want to come with me, because
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my concern. I don't know if that's your concern.
Zach.
Yeah, so hopefully at this point I'm nearing the edge of the water park. And I'm gonna aim for the street in some way. I'm gonna try to get out of here. I don't know if that means I'm jumping up over a wall or if I just happen to be near a gate. But I'm gonna maintain that it's still acrobatics or skateboarding or whatever. Unless there's a
Yeah.
rule that I can't use the same one.
That is a rule I'd normally play. I'm not playing it right now for this. I may implement that later,
Okay.
but at the moment that is not a rule right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do your skateboard again.
Okay. Then I'll do that. Or acrobatics, rather. I already
Yeah,
clicked that one. So another 15.
All right, so yeah, you're moving, and every time you can get a chance to like grab some kind of rail and sling yourself around a corner to gain more speed,
Yeah.
or hit a hill, you do that, and you see it, man. There's a cool ramp coming up. You could probably get out, and you're gaining speed, and with that acrobatics check, you're going downhill, heading straight for this ramp,
Nice.
and that's going to be your way out. Let's see if we get back around to you. Maybe you can do something cool.
Ramp sponsored by Doritos.
Doritos Cool Ramp.
He's an
My
expert.
favorite flavor, Gravel and Cool Ranch.
All right, Grant.
We are still in a water park, yes?
Yep.
Okay,
No, you guys, you're
you're
at the
out.
fence. You can be out if you want, or you can have not gone through through the opening of the fence. Like they're almost to Reese's car.
I kind of hung back for a little bit because I was dumb and tried to do some dumb shit that didn't work. I'm gonna say on my way out. Here's my pitch. On my way out, as I'm still in the water park area, I'm going to pass by a slide that's more like an enclosed one that doesn't have water coming through it yet. I'm going to do, because I've met him before, my best Officer Chapman impression and shout through the slide so that it echoes up and the sound kind of gets distorted somewhere else. They went right. And I'm just, trying to deceive and confuse. So deception is what I'm going for.
Sounds good.
All right.
I was
Because-
really hoping you weren't going for like performance.
I have advantage on deception checks because of my outcast thing.
Nice.
That's good. I had advantage.
19. So you yell up this slide and it echoes through, and you see it at least like before you take off, you see the Hork-Bajir stop, look like up towards where the exit of the slide is at the top, like where you come down. And the humans, they stop and look back towards where Chapman is. It's enough for you to get out of their sight and keep moving, at least stall them.
Yeah.
That's a success. Yeah, that's a success.
Using a slide like a megaphone. That's a really interesting tactic. I'm impressed by the creativity.
Reese, you're up.
Oh, it's me. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna absolutely book it. Slide into the passenger seat. Throw the bag into the back and try to start the car with my vehicle proficiency.
Oh, he just okay. I mean, yeah. If you wanna, you can start the car if you want. If you want that to be your move, I'll let you do that too.
I would like for that to be my move.
All right.
Or okay, you know what? No. I would like to kind of try to read the situation, and I would like to try to use it. Let me know if this isn't okay. I'd like to try to use insight to read the situation, get a vibe check on when I should like actually start the car in order to A, not draw attention, and B, make sure that everyone is close enough that we can just get in and go. I want to time it right.
All right, give me the roll. Give me the roll.
Would that be okay to be insight?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I do get advantage on insight roll.
Okay.
17. Sick.
So 17. You hop in the driver's seat, get the key ready, look over your shoulder. Cameron's already in the back, and he's like, "Go, go, go!" Savannah is standing just outside the van, and she seems to kind of like be looking over her shoulder and thinking a little bit. And you look back, and you don't see Grant until you do, and he comes around a tree, and he's kind of like running and looking back, but then running straight towards the van. Grant, is that where you're going?
Yes.
And so, yeah, I mean, if you're waiting for everybody, you might as well go ahead and start the van now. It looks like Grant might have lost who was chasing him. But Savannah seems to be a little bit distracted at the moment. So
Gotcha.
with that insight check, those are kind of the problems that immediately face you. And if you have anything else you want to do real quick.
I'm gonna start the car and I'm gonna say, I think Visor is a title.
And that kind
He
of
said Visor 1 and Visor 3. I think they're titles.
that kind of snaps you back into the focus for a second, Savannah. What do you want to do?
First, I just want to check in with Reese and say, are we going to go try to find Zach now?
Get in.
That doesn't answer my question. Are we going to go try to find him?
No shit. Get the fuck in.
Okay, then she's going to hop in the car.
Zach who?
Dead, I guess. And then I think what Savannah would like to do in this moment, I don't think it will immediately help the situation, but I think it will eventually help the situation. She wants to use her medicine here to try and help Reese with whatever the glass in his back situation is currently, because I don't feel like it's gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
I might argue it's gotten worse.
I would argue it's much worse.
All right.
Just a big shard of glass.
Some would argue a skateboarder tackled him and pushed it further into his back.
One might argue it might be in his lung now, depending on the largeness
I'm
of
pretty
the
sure it's like further up on my shoulder blade. It's fine.
And it's fucking up his car seat now too.
Well, it's fucking up your car. So
mean-
that's the thing, you can't like lean back against the.
I'm pretty sure the back of my already red shirt is fine, but the back of my shirt is just soaked in.
Pretty much. Let's see how bad it is with this medicine.
It's real bad. It's real bad. It's a 7. It's real bad.
Push it in deeper.
I don't know what to do. Yoink.
I'm like, you can't pull it out. That'll make it worse. So Savannah's just gonna slightly bump it in deeper.
Push it in.
I'm gonna make sure it doesn't fall out. Pop, pop, pop.
Exactly. Just-
Reese,
I'm a doctor.
Insert the forbidden Dorito.
Are you hungry right now? That's the second Dorito reference you've made in 5 minutes.
Yeah, the first Dorito reference was just because Cool Ramp. The second Dorito reference was because I referenced Doritos earlier.
Not an ad. We're not
I gotcha.
sponsored.
I like
Not
when people
sponsored
come-
yet.
Yet. Doritos.
I just compared their chips to Forbidden Glass that you can eat, so maybe not.
yeah, they're
So-
not going to be running for the sponsorships at that.
You don't think they want Cool Ramp? Okay.
They might want Cool Ramp.
As you are
Sorry. What?
you're taking a look at this glass and you push it in a little bit. Reese, this hurts. And you take another point of damage and you're
Done.
feeling a little woozy from losing this blood, and you're gonna have disadvantage on your
You
next
guys,
check.
I'm feeling
I'm so
Woozby.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Woozby.
You're a little Woozby now, and I'm so sorry.
Your butler's name.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! I'm feeling really Woozby.
Zach, you're coming down this hill. You see a pool that's shaped just good enough that you could slide in, hit the ramp over the wall, and who knows what's over there, but you can get out of here.
I gotta do something rad. This ramp is too cool for me to not try to do some sick tricks on the way over the wall.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to jump out and then like hand plant on the top of the wall and then like land on the other side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to do like a 520 to get turned around the right way to go towards where the van was.
Okay.
Or where I guess the van is. I don't know where the van is.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Whatever direction. Okay, when we were inside the building with the water slide, whichever direction Cameron and Reese came from, I'm gonna mentally assume like the direction that the van must be in.
Okay, that's fine. You can
Let's
see
check
what your
out.
check. Yeah, let's see what your check does, and we'll see if you get the right way.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit this with a performance check.
Oh, okay.
Which I just found out because I read to the bottom of my character sheet that I get advantage on.
Sweet.
I get advantage on this and on acrobatics checks and on the charisma check I failed earlier. So
Was that for
read
inspiring?
your character sheets, kids. No, that's because I'm a performer.
Oh, okay.
Because of my TikTok following, I get to.
Right.
What was I doing? Performance.
Performance.
Here we go. Shit,
So
we're dead.
you're coming
I
down a
hit
ramp.
the wall.
You're coming down a ramp, and there is another. You're gaining speed, but there's another kind of turn you have to make before you can hit this pool exactly. And as you do, you hear. Meow! That was a bad sound. I didn't like it. But
Cat. I hit a cat.
It was a
yeah, you hit a
cat,
cat.
yeah.
A beam shoots, a red beam, and hits the concrete behind you, and kind of explodes it just as you're gaining speed to hit this ramp, and it slows you down a little bit. You almost hockey stop. You correct yourself, still hit the ramp, and but as you're going over the wall, your skateboard hits it, and it goes over the wall too, but so do you, and you hit the ground and roll on the other side.
Right into old Josh's alligator farm.
So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and that's another failure. Grant, I hate to put it all on you, but
So Grant, who is running up on the van, realizes something that no one else has because he is a criminal. He knows that there are cops back there, knows that they're all piling into a van and to leave, and he's a little bit behind everyone, and he goes, God damn it. And he goes to the back and he pulls out his switchblade and he's gonna try and use sleight of hand to pop off this dipshit's license plate.
okay. Sounds good to me.
In order to help with that, Reese will like see that he's running that way and pop the trunk with like the button. So it's just gonna go pop, and then pop the trunk, and then you'll see that there's a toolbox in the back.
I already have my knife out, and I think that when the trunk pops, it just kind of bonks
Yeah.
Grant in the forehead, and he's like, son of a bitch! And he closes it. I got a 15.
Yeah, so you reach in here and you manage to pop that thing off. You grab it, and you can hear voices starting to get closer to you now. So
Can I say that when it hit me, I see the toolbox and go, oh, that's what he was trying to do, but also sees people are coming, and instead fully opens the trunk and hops in and closes it behind me?
all right, and what do you do with that, Reese?
I hear the trunk slam shut, and I'm going to just peel out forward, just slam the gas, and try to circle around to the other side where I know Zach started running that direction.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your roll. You're doing your car, I guess, your vehicle proficiency.
Vehicle, yeah. So what? Okay, because it's asking me. I clicked on vehicle tool on my
The
on the
query.
thing here. Yeah. So attribute, should this be strength, dex? What?
I would say because it's your knowledge of how to drive a car,
Mhm.
I would say intelligence.
My int. Got
For
it.
for this one, some other times it
Yeah,
may
yeah.
be like,
We'll swap it out.
all right. So you go to pull off, and you twist the wheel, drop it into drive, hit the gas, and start moving. The tires squeal, and you see figures come around the side, but you're already starting to move off. Can't tell if they get a good look at your
The make and
van or
model.
not. Yeah, you don't know if they got a good look at it or not, but a couple of beams shoot. Let's see if they hit or shoot past. One shoots past, and you see like a red beam just go past the driver's side window, hit a tree, and the other one hits the back end of your bumper, and part of your like where the blast hits, it blows off half of the end of your car. Like Grant's foot is kind of dangling out of an open area now.
So-
Your wheels are still intact, so you're still moving, but you have a big chunk just missing out of the back part of your van now.
So I'm now missing like the corner of my bumper and a
Yeah, pretty much. And it causes your you were supposed to have disadvantage. It doesn't matter. But it causes your van to kind of fishtail, but you guys keep moving. Savannah, what you got?
God. I think since you had said earlier, like Savannah is familiar with this area, she lives close by. I think overall she's gonna try to keep them like moving towards where like we might end up meeting up with Zach. But now she's gonna start looking like if there's any like roadways or like anywhere she can direct Reese to go where we might be able to get into like places where there's blind corners and things where we can get away from these guys. I don't know what that would be. What would you like that to be?
So I'll give you the choice. You can say that you're like just keeping your eye out open for ways to go down, and that would be a perception.
Mhm.
Or you can use your knowledge of stealth, and like this would be a good place to hide, so we could try to go this way. We can break line of sight if we turn down this corner. So I'll let you use either one of those.
All right,
Would it be? I don't know how you want to use this in the fact that we're using a modern day setting. Would it not also be history of the area, because that's kind of what she is drawing on as her past knowledge of where she is?
I think you could justify that too if you wanted to. More history's more like
we're calling
things.
folklore and knowledge.
There was the Nina, the pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
at the marina.
unless she studied something that's like this is the the street layout of this part of town and stuff like that. I think
Has
that's
Savannah ever been an Uber driver?
No.
Shit.
I
Sorry,
don't think
she's
you can do that at 15.
16. Yeah. So no.
I'd say that probably not a history check. I don't think it would really work. I would.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do perception then. That was one of
Okay.
the options. And then while she's thinking this up, she's definitely gonna turn to Grant and go like, know any good garages where they strip cars nearby?
And yeah,
Didn't go well. 10 did not go well.
you there's a place to turn down that way. That it might be a good way to break the line of sight and get away from them.
I'm gonna stop trying to help Reese now. This is not going well. I'm gonna point out a place where Reese could go, and then once I fuck that up terribly, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill back here.
I also think Grant's gonna look at her and go, "What the fuck? Don't fucking steal cars."
It's not what I've
So-
heard.
Many lanes are on this road. I'm still Woozby.
Why is he driving? With my like foot out the back of this car in a hole.
Yeah, you got your arm twisted up into the back seat belt. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
like-
slide out.
Cameron's grabbing onto you, trying to hold you in the car. So as with that, our first skills challenge is over, and it was a failure.
Yes, it was.
Zach,
Yeah.
you come over.
It's been fun, guys. It's been real fun. I'm gonna
Bye.
I'm gonna
You-
die, I think.
Your skateboard lands. You manage to hit the ground and roll, and as you're standing up, you see your skateboard fall off a pile of clothes or a sleeping bag that's underneath a tree. And an old man kind of starts to stand up and he says, "Hello? Now I'm going to leave you with this choice, Zach. These Hork-Bajir and these controllers are about to be where you're at. They're about to come over the wall, discover you, and who knows what. I will let you, if you want, you can grab your skateboard, get away from this guy, think nothing else of it, and they'll find him instead of you.
Or
Or you stay here and they find both of you."
okay, cool. Option C. I'm gonna grab my skateboard and I'm gonna go. You have to leave now.
What?
You need to run. There's
What's going
cops
on?
coming. There's cops coming, and they're fucking up all the homeless in the area. You need to run. Bye. And then I leave.
Like, rubs his head and he starts to stand up and gather his stuff. And that's all you see as you hit this tree line and make your way down a little ways. And I'll say, as you guys are driving, you're about to make this turn, Reese, and out from the tree line, you see curly-headed, sun-bleached hair
Right.
teenager run out into the middle of the road behind you. And he like looks behind him and he looks towards you guys and he's holding a skateboard. He raises it up and I guess starts making his way towards the van. Do you stop
Yeah.
or
No,
Hit the
I'm
brakes,
fully
throw it in
riding it. I'm not
reverse.
holding it.
Skitch,
So-
skitch, skitch.
so as you hit reverse and pull back to him, you guys see headlights behind you coming around another curve. So Zach,
Grant's gonna shout out, "Pop the fucking trunk!"
Already in progress.
He helps it along.
You're doing a reverse. You're reversing.
Yeah, I was reversing to you.
Hell yeah! All right, so I'm gonna do a kickflip into the car.
nice. Just give me the skateboard trick.
I'm just gonna, as it's doing this, I'm just gonna, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, you don't even need to give me a.
No,
a
fuck
roll
that. I'll
for
do it. We'll
All
see
right,
if
go
I hit land on my head or my ass.
Let's
Hey,
Oh,
15.
Yeah,
Nice.
get in there. You land on your you land on your Grant as you jump in.
Hey, bud.
You land on me and I grunt as you say, "Hey, bud," and I'm like, "God, you're fucking extra." Close the trunk.
Did you film any of that? Did you get
No,
that?
I didn't film it.
Camera
What the
reaches
fuck?
past.
I'm not paying you.
I think that like if you had failed, like you hit the trunk as it's opening.
Just get catapulted out.
It's like you're just skating forward, and it's like
Damn you, Martin.
And then you just see the skateboard come out from under the front of the van and keep rolling down the road.
what was that?
When he says, "I'm not paying you," Grant goes, "I make more than you."
You know, that's never mind. We'll discuss this later. Are you driving yet?
All right. So
Hey man,
Reese,
there's a hole in your van.
Woozby.
We were gonna not tell him that.
Oh, all right. Oops. Hi everybody. All right, let's go.
all right. So Reese, where are you going? You guys have managed to get away from whoever was tracking you. The car that was coming from behind you, you either you tell me how you lost them.
Reese would have lost them by not driving like a maniac. He would have been like following every traffic law, just merging into traffic and like, you know, people are out and about in the middle of the city at night, and you know, there's a lot of commotion happening with like the storm that just passed, with like a big crash that just happened, so people are out just trying to figure out what's going on. They're going
As you get,
so
Really quick, while he's driving, me and Grant are both in the back seat with this toolbox and the license plate. Whatever license plate numbers we can change by like putting extra lines on them.
oh
you
yeah,
know,
there's
like-
definitely like a big like
If there's a
Sharpie
C
in
that
there.
we can turn into a 0, like we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put it in the back window, so that he's not illegally driving.
It's going
But
to
it's definitely
something similar. So we're
it's definitely the wrong license plate number.
yeah, we're doing that. That's great.
And I think
So-
Savannah wants to try to like reach forward and turn on the news and is both horrified and surprised that it turns on to the news.
As you hear it, it's so at about this time, we'll say it's getting to be like 10, 11, or 10 to 10:30 at night. And you catch just the end of, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Now listen to the tunes of blah blah
Anna?
yeah, of Willie Nelson.
Hell yeah. Sorry, that's me, not Zach.
Yeah. Oh, I love Willie.
It's just Nate being excited about the radio.
Grant in the back as he's like, as they're vandalizing this license plate with tools and sharpies and like burning something on it. Even he goes, "Yeah, so does my mom."
What?
Loves Willie Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
So Reese is gonna go up into the visor and grab a Coheed and Cambria CD, put it in. It just turns on to Welcome Home.
Turn it off.
No, this is better.
My dad listens to this. It's not true, but
Mine too.
doesn't matter.
Cameron looks around and he says, "What the hell just happened?"
Does it feel stabby in here to anybody else, or is it just?
Should we get him to a hospital?
Yeah,
Should we have him get himself to a hospital?
probably.
Woozby.
He's real Woozby, guys.
See, does anyone else know how to drive?
Does anyone else know how to drive?
Get best a learner's permit.
And eventually, like
Let's use Uber.
just Reese is gonna totally check out of the as
you
he's
cut out.
in like
Yeah, you're cutting out. Q.
oh, I'm cutting out shit. Am I better now or
Yeah, you're better now.
Okay, cool.
Just you got to
Uh,
restart whatever you were saying.
Yeah. Like Reese is totally gonna check out.
Holy shit!
It really doesn't want us to know what he's saying about this.
You're just
It
checking
cut
out.
Yeah, it cut out at
Legit.
almost exactly the same moment.
Wow. It's cool. I'll wait. No, so Reese pulls into an in and out drive through.
You get food?
You
All
guys-
right.
you guys
We
hungry?
just had pizza, man.
I'm real hungry, y'all.
We still have pizza in the car.
That pizza, if you open the box,
he
that
bear
pizza,
hugged it to
all of the cheese is stuck to the lid because I bear hugged the entire fucking. The boxes
right,
are
yeah, give me
crumbled in
some-
on themselves. Like,
Give me a burger and some cheese fries.
Yeah, you guys get in and out. It's good.
Roll for in and out.
Yeah, you guys can go through the in and out.
so
Out there if you want.
just, we just
in and
pull
out,
through.
no.
It's like, so it's like like Reese opens up the center console and gets exact change because he's the dude. And that's basically it. He's just like, okay, so how can we figure out how to, I don't know, patch me up because I think the shock's starting to wear off and I'm feeling real emotional, y'all.
Yeah, we were talking about getting you to a fucking hospital or something. Now we're at In-N-Out Burger.
Actually, we just left the In-N-Out Burger, says Zach through
It's
a
just
mouthful
out.
of burger.
Well, it's shit.
I just
Go to the
imagine that
hospital.
In-N-Out employee-
Drive to the drive to the hospital.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I know.
go to on his phone. He's gonna be like, "Hey Siri, find urgent care near me."
So when you do
He's
that,
gonna set it on his dashboard.
you hear a long screech come out of your phone, and then it crackles, and then it says, "Calculating route." Siri's back, and she tells you the way to the hospital.
So we just drive to urgent care. Hell yeah! It's like,
Okay. When you get there, I'm gonna be like, okay, can you get in there by yourself? Because I don't think we all should hang out.
No, I'm going home.
Yeah. Um.
I'll be fine.
Good. That's
I'll
good.
stay with him.
I think, Savannah too will volunteer to walk you in.
No. We'll get him in the building, like to the door, and then we all need to go. None of us should be here. Um. We'll see you at school tomorrow. Is that what day is it?
It's Friday.
Right.
Um. We'll meet up at Big Zoe's tomorrow. Okay.
Call me if you
Hey.
die, I guess. Like, just.
How'd you know I work at Big Zoe's? Big fucking t-shirt.
Because you delivered the food from Big Zoe's
yeah.
that we ordered. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no! Grant like puts one like firm arm on your shoulder and goes, "Go in the hospital, buddy."
Yeah. Go on in there.
Goodbye.
Yep. You're gonna need a new shirt.
And he texts his mom, I made some friends today.
Oh. Oh, soft
Oh.
boy.
And he's gonna go to the hospital. She's supposed to be and a half
He's
at
cussing
the
a lot.
hospital.
Yeah.
She's
Those are
cussing.
radio edits, is what that was.
Yeah.
His mom is filthy.
Well, you were fucking supposed to help me do the shit I was gonna have you do, motherfucker. But now you're...
What the fuck are you doing? Fucking around with new fucking friends, you piece of fucking shit.
No, his mom's
Yeah.
super sweet.
Uh.
So he's gonna be like, I made some friends today. She's like, where are you? And it's like, I'm at the hospital. What? And it's like, yeah, she'll be there.
Grant's gonna look at Zach and go, "Hey man, you want to stay over tonight? Not sure I want to be alone."
You can come to my house, man.
All right.
I don't want to go to your house.
Like,
Obviously.
listen, my mom is fine. I know she's kind of a nerd, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, yeah. Grant and I go back to my house. Before we all split up, I'm also gonna say, like, we weren't there. Nobody should say where we were. Good? Yes,
Agree.
everyone agree?
Agreed.
Okay,
Yeah,
Cameron-
man.
cool.
Cameron
Got
says,
that? You got that, Woozby?
Huh?
Yeah, we weren't there.
Cameron
You-
says
you-
that.
I was
You got
delivering
hurt
pizzas
somewhere
and I
else.
fell, and
That's fine.
So we're not.
a whole
not-
bunch of aliens are like just
Nope.
coming
Nope.
down.
Nope.
And
Gonna
Nope.
want to avoid to
Oh.
say that. Don't say that part.
So we're not warning the town, the city about the alien invasion. Cameron kind
Not-
of speaks up.
No,
No,
not
man,
if-
I wouldn't.
Not if there's those slug things in people's heads. I don't know. That sounds bad. Sounds like a bad time. And there were cops there.
Fuckers.
Obviously the cops know. And what are we gonna tell people? Look out, there's slugs. It's not We're gonna figure that out later. Tonight, go home, rest, and you go to the hospital. And nobody say where we were. Okay.
Mhm.
Just wandering into the hospital with a half-eaten In-N-Out burger.
With a burger.
He's just got a
I'm
cheeseburger in his
very
hand.
hurt.
And could somebody help me with this?
I'm bleeding a
There's-
lot.
Nurses come in and start ushering you back into the room. So,
Hi, thank you. I like your scrubs.
oh, that's nice. Come with me.
Okay.
I love Rugrats.
Ask your name. What?
Like she's got Rugrats scrubs. That's what I was insinuating.
Okay,
But it's
yeah.
actually like Rocco's Modern Life, and just
Yeah,
he's
she's got
Woozby and can't tell.
They're completely plain. He's just losing it.
They're completely plain.
She
Oh, man.
she ushers you back. Your mom's on the way. As she ushers you back, Cameron will start to walk out too, and
Mhm.
kind of say his goodbyes to everybody, wave, and then just start walking away.
Um,
Who is that kid? Does anyone know him?
Yeah,
How-
I was selling to him. That's why he was there.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Is he cool?
I mean,
Like, can
we're
we?
not friends. I just sell him drugs.
So we don't know if he's cool. Like,
Are you cool?
not a Yeerk,
Yeah, me neither.
but his Cameron.
He did seem to be acting a little weird, didn't
He
he?
seems a little weird. I'm a little worried.
Uh, mm,
What can we do?
I have no idea.
Fuck.
We could follow him.
That's
I
not
think-
a bad idea.
I think we need to.
Let's leave Woozby over there and let's go.
Yeah, Woozby's gone.
Okay.
But-
Well, we'll go home later.
God damn it, I was so tired. Does anyone
Yeah.
else want a cigarette?
No.
No, thank you.
Okay. He lights one. He certainly does.
Okay, so
Alright.
we're all following Cameron at a distance.
Yeah, we are.
We do have possum, and we can allegedly turn into animals. Maybe we should.
Do any of us know how that works?
Not a clue. Not a single clue.
Yeah, weren't you listening?
No.
Okay.
There was death and destruction and shit.
Fine. Yeah. No. Yeah. There. You know what? It's not the craziest thing ever. Grant
Pretty
gets
crazy.
down on one knee and like gently looking at Savannah, gently puts Possum's face in his hands, and he goes and just kind of does this and focuses on him with his hands on his face, and he's gonna try to think about this dog and becoming this dog. This is where I'm acquiring Possum.
Okay. So, no roll needed for this one. You put your hands on Possum's face, put your head into
Now,
his,
yeah, just
It was
and
probably licking your face.
yep, licking, and then he just stops, and his eyes seem to cloud over, and you feel a slight tingle in your fingers as you concentrate, and nothing else happens.
Well, I think Savannah's gonna freak out at you. What the fuck are you doing to my dog?
I didn't do anything to your dog. I just touched him, and then he looked at me weird. And
He's not moving.
he's fine now. He's fine now. Look, and he's like, "No, this dog is fine." And like as he's saying this, Grant is thinking about Possum and thinking about him being fine and the idea of being Possum, and starts.
So you guys are having this conversation, and then just out of nowhere, just Possum goes.
Then just
And-
starts panicking
And
again.
as you look at him, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, he's fine." And you look back
Yeah.
at Grant, his nose is starting to bulge out of his head and meld together, and you see sprouting from his skin is the short brown fur that Possum has. And Grant, you fall over onto all your fours as your bones start to break inside your body, and you hear as
Grant
organs-
fully goes, "What the?"
Yeah. And as you do the boop, and your nose is has your snout is what is that called?
Protruding.
Protruded out.
Yeah, protruding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your teeth start to grow sharper and denser, and a tail shoots out of the end of your body, and your knees bend backwards as you fall, like you come down to the ground, and your ribs rearrange. And after about a minute, you guys see two dogs standing face to face, looking and cocking their heads at each other, sniffing. Grant, we're gonna do I forgot one really big thing that we're gonna get to in just a second.
Yeah. I also want to say that during that whole transformation, after his mouth wasn't working anymore, Grant, you hear in your heads, you hear, and then that's happening, and then when he finishes becoming a dog and everything that comes with being a dog, he goes.
So we're gonna do opposed wisdom.
Wisdom?
Checks.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be your wisdom versus Possum's.
Okay.
All right. Here's crit 1. So as you are
Dumb dog. This is my real dumb dog.
as
Good
you
boy.
I'll give you access in 1 second to the morph, Corey.
Okay.
So as you're on all fours and you look around, the first thing you sense is smell. Your sense of smell is amazing. You smell the In-N-Out burger wrapper a mile back at the garbage can at the hospital. You smell this other dog right in front of you, which smells like you. I mean, you're looking at it. He's cocking his head back and forth at you. You also smell these two other beings around you, and a scent a little ways away.
Yeah, my
Uh,
cigarettes from earlier.
Yeah, your cigarettes are on the ground, and they have a powerful smell. It almost it almost clouds the other smells, but since you're so close, you can smell around it. And you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your vision goes black and white. Shades of
From
black.
what a lot of research has shown, it goes into shades of gray. Yes.
If it doesn't, sorry, don't kill me.
It does here. Damn it.
In this world, and
So it sounds like Grant still has his mind. I am gonna say, in the moment of becoming a dog and that happiness, he does go and like does a play bow.
okay, and Possum cocks his head at you at first, and you do get this overwhelming sense of happiness, and like you want to just run and play, but you're able to keep it under control. And when you duck down like that, Possum cocks his head, but then he jumps back and gets down like you and starts wagging his tail.
Okay, this is going to get confusing.
Don't play. Don't play. Does anyone have a ball? Does it? What am I doing? What am I? Yes, thanks, Q. Does anyone have a ball? What? What am I?
I mean, there's a really easy way to figure out which one's which, Zach. Just tell him to sit and see which one does it.
Sit.
Fuck you.
The one on the left sits.
Okay.
It says fuck you. That one's
I think
great.
that one's Grant. Yeah.
So the thing works.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
unsettling.
Amazing. The
Unsettling.
best.
Don't like it.
Incredible.
I'm gonna start following Cameron if you guys want to,
Yeah, we'll keep a distance. We'll let you get close.
I'm gonna. Okay.
So
What's going on, Zach? You had another thought?
No. Zach's in shock now.
Yeah.
Zach doesn't know what to make of this.
Listen, man, you look like you're freaking out. I'm a dog. You know what? I'm just gonna follow this guy.
That's why I'm freaking out.
Yeah, that's great for you. We're feeling real bad for you freaking out, right? I'm gonna go follow the weird guy.
Savannah's absolutely ignoring this. Savannah is giddy and just so fucking happy right now. This is
Thinking about the
amazing.
fact that she could be turned into her dog.
She's just waiting until an appropriate moment to acquire Possum and like get in on this. Like honestly, she's so pumped.
Savannah's like, I know that this weird guy might have a slug in his head, and this guy I don't like just became my dog, but also I can become my dog.
Exactly.
all right, so you're trailing Cameron. You're staying back pretty far, I'm guessing.
Yes.
You can give me a stealth check with advantage.
Hell yeah. And I believe that this was explained before outside of game, but I want to verify. I still use my own stats for that, right?
So, physical stats, you'll always use the morph or whatever form you're in.
Okay.
If you're say you're going to do a perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to do perception, some animals get advantage on perception rolls. So you may use their advantage and you may use their numbers if you want to, because it's a physical thing. You're using their eyes. If not, you can use yours. So with the perception, with wisdom, charisma, and intelligence, you can potentially use either yours or the animals.
Okay,
But with the physical, you would use it. So dexterity is physical for the
So I
dog.
need to roll Possum's dex.
Yep.
Got it.
And I've added Possum to your morphs.
I got it. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so you know his scent. You don't even have to
Wow.
see him to know where he goes.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm making sure to not follow him. Oh,
Yeah.
not be seen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm following him by scent, not by sight.
Yeah. And Zach and Savannah, you guys are close enough behind Grant to still be able to kind of know where he's going, but you can't see Cameron. So yeah, you guys just keep making your way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cameron eventually he walks for about I haven't established where the hospital is yet on the map, but we'll say he walks for that amount of time to get back to where he needed. During this time, Savannah, you notice you're getting closer. This is convenient for you because you're getting closer to home as you're following him. Really close to home because after a while, your home's right down the street. You see Grant turn where your apartment building is. So he turns left to where your entrances are, and then he scurries back and gets behind the building and sits there. Grant, you see Cameron enter Pacific Towers, and that is where Savannah lives, the apartment.
I am going to. I don't think Grant has that knowledge. I think Grant's going to pause as he sees that, and he's going to say in thought, speak back. He's going to say, hey guys, he went to a building. I think just walking into this building as a stray dog is be weird. Someone needs to walk me in, I think, if we're going to keep following him. Does anyone know this building?
Are we close enough that Grant can hear us? Because we're pretty far back, right? Like Zach and I can talk amongst ourselves, but we can't. Okay.
He has pretty good hearing, but it'll still be faint to him. So if you get closer, you'll need to get closer to talk to him. One thing I forgot: when Grant morphed, his clothes all fell to the ground beside him.
Oh, I'm
Like
carrying
around.
those. I've got them in my backpack,
I
actually.
don't even think I noticed.
You were focused on other shit. Well, I mean, Savannah doesn't have to say to Zach, I live here. Zach knows that. He would know that.
I've been over here.
So she's probably just gonna be like, what is he doing here? He
Dude
doesn't,
lives in your apartments?
not that I know of, but I guess maybe.
After Grant has said this and asked if you guys know this building and hasn't heard anything back, there's a pause, and he goes, you guys can't do the telepathy thing back to me, can you? Super cool.
Yeah, we could try to think real hard. You hear it?
Does it work?
No.
You just hear a deep sigh in your heads.
Yeah, I mean, dude, would anybody know if Cameron lived there?
You have never seen him in the apartments. You haven't ever seen him. Maybe Reese would know, but he's in the hospital.
Never delivered to his house, have I?
No.
Okay. I just had to check.
Okay. Can we get Grant to come back to us somehow? Because I have a plan.
A dog, just say, come here, boy.
All right. I feel weird saying that. I'll let Zach do that. And I'm absolutely going to make Zach do that because I do not feel comfortable doing that.
As soon as I hear that, I'm like patting the knees like, come on, buddy. Come here, boy.
That almost
whistling and shit.
That feels good to you. You like almost want to let the dog take over, but yeah, you keep your concentration, Grant.
Okay, cool. I run back and like I notice my tongue is wagging a little bit when he said that. And he goes, go to hell, Zach. What?
Was laughing.
Okay. Well, Savannah's going to say, okay, Zach, if you keep Possum, I can take Grant in and we can keep following this guy because I've never seen him here before. That doesn't mean he doesn't live here. There's a lot of people. It's an apartment building.
Why would you have seen? Wait.
I live here. Sorry,
Where
I
she
live
lives.
here.
Oh, that makes things easier. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, slightly. I have a code and everything for the door, so
I
yeah.
would hope so if you live here. Yeah, let's just go.
Let's go.
All right. Great.
Should I be staying outside? Is that the plan?
Yeah, with Possum. Don't let my dog go, Zach. You know this. This is my
All
dog.
right.
Jesus.
Grant does say, yeah, I think if you guys walked in with 2 possums, might be a little weird.
Yeah, especially since they look the exact same.
Yeah. It's like a clone. Grant looks over and he goes, weird, man. It's real
Yeah,
weird.
All right, I'm just gonna walk around the block. Keep me updated, I guess.
All right.
And I'll do that. I'll just walk possum.
Okay. Savannah and Grant. Savannah, you get to the door, enter your code, walk in, and you just glance Cameron at the elevators. He walks past them, but you know all the rooms are above the first floor. So like the first floor is just the lobby area. Any apartments are all above that first floor, second floor and up. And he walks past the elevators into it says staff, and he walks through there, and you see him just keep going further into the building.
That's weird.
What's weird?
He's going into a staff area, which is generally not where people live, in my understanding. And he doesn't work here, probably, because he's a child.
Grant looks up and he goes, dog vision's weird. Didn't notice. Yeah, that's not great. Concerning.
Yeah, it's a little concerning. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we keep following him then.
Listen, if this guy can do what I just did, and like Grant very uncharacteristically for a dog lifts up one paw and does like this, and he's got one of those slugs in his head, think that's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. All right. Let's get him, I guess. Somehow. I don't know what we're going to do once we get there, but let's keep following him.
Okay. So you guys just go through, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're just going straight through the staff door?
I think yes, but maybe we should call in Zach too to come back us up, because now shit's getting weird.
Grant says, I can run in like you let go of my leash and you're trying to chase me.
Done.
He
Sight.
opens the door he just went in, and that's when you, Grant, dash in there. This maid throws the towels that she was holding up in the air, and Savannah, you're going in right after him?
Yeah, chasing him down like he's loose.
So you go into this hall and you don't see anything. You don't see Cameron, but you see a hall that breaks off to the right. When you get to that hallway and you look down, you see Cameron in a doorway that says on call quarters. And he looks down the hallway, sees you as Possum, and like gives like a stern, like a mean mug, like a glare at you, and then slams the door. And I think that's going to be a good place for us to stop today.
Yeah.
Normally we'll either go the whole 2 hours, or we've been talking about doing an after show. We can try to see what we can do with this after show with like the last 20 minutes or so. But yeah,
All right.
we'll cut there for today.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I will say that when he slams the door and that happens, Grant is very much going to go, red alert. Red
Absolutely.
alert.
Absolutely.
Go get Zach.
Yeah. And that's Yep, agreed.
So, partway through that, I realized that Reese doesn't have any of your phone numbers.
Yeah, I saw
Like, oh, I'm gonna send a text to Zach real quick, and I'm just gonna be like, getting stitches, and then like, yeah.